Hey, family. How is everybody doing? Surprise. We are doing this much earlier than I had originally planned. And that's because I have been so sick all week. And happy Friday, everybody. I see Natalia in here. I see Empress in here. I see Cherry. Yes, Cherry, it was going to be later. But here's the thing, I've been sick all week. And I just got myself to feel well enough to put on some makeup and get dressed, and I finished another episode with Carlos for his Patreon. So because I'm up and I just wrapped up with Carlos and Dustin, I was like, while I still have energy before I get any sicker, let me do this. So guys, thank you guys. I feel much worse than I look, right? Like, shout out to acting, shout out to pushing through. If you see me setting up this right now, because I literally just finished with Carlos and Bridget got me like a 6-piece Happy Meal from McDonald's for me to scarf down. And now I'm setting up my cards because I want to make sure that we have time for all the signs. Thank you, Gia. I told you guys, I'm going to be getting a ginger install for the winter. I'm going back to ginger. A lot of you don't know. If you look at my Bluecentric YouTube page, look at the profile picture. I'm a redhead. I was actually a redhead when I started this YouTube channel back in, was it 2010? And then I stopped using it for like 5 years. But no, I was a redhead for a very, very long time. And there are people in this world who still only know me as a redhead, but I actually haven't had red hair in years, it feels like. So it felt like time to come back to it. Time to be a ginger. Thank you. And also too, because of my olive undertones, like I feel like red hair looks good. Shout out to the Blue Crew. Fire without and with. Oh, that's really sweet, guys. It's so weird wearing makeup again. It's so weird wearing makeup again. Let me see. Happy says it's a really bad mental health day for me, so this live might give me reassurance I need. Oh, I hope so, my love. And here's the thing too, right? This is and excuse me because I'm still setting up, but this is a special Mercury retrograde reading. So usually I only do Tarot Tuesdays on the first Tuesday of the month. So if you guys are new here, hi, my name is Bluecentric. I'm a writer, an emotional intelligence coach, a spiritualist, and also someone who loves anything that has to do with human nature, right? I try to use pop culture and politics and even astrology to help people get more in love with being introspective and working on their emotional intelligence. And one of the things that I do as an emotional intelligence coach is I do tarot. People find that weird, and some people find it cool. Somebody actually booked me for a tarot reading recently. And you guys, I think I'm almost booked for the rest of the year. So if you've been thinking about booking a reading with me, there might quite literally be like 2 slots left for the rest of 2025. So I'm telling y'all now, if you want to book with me in 2025, I think, yeah. Oh, somebody said, I reached 40K? No. I reached 40K? Bridget, I reached 40,000 subscribers on YouTube. Yay! Oh, thank you. I had no idea. Oh my God, I work so hard. I don't be looking at numbers. I just be working. Oh my God. Thank you so much for letting me know. I sincerely had no idea. All I've been doing is working. So it's always nice when someone can remind me of why it's worth it. All right. So for today's reading, and Bridget brought me, she's so sweet. She got me a heating pad because I have really, really bad cramps, guys. Guys, here's my guess. What's gonna happen? And for those of you who are new here, we always do about 10 minutes of chatter and banter before we get started. So this is not ADHD, this is intentional. Hold on. BK, can you do me a favor? Can you just bring me a tissue? Any tissue? So because my cramps are so bad, I want to see how I feel by the end of this. I wanted to make sure that whatever energy I had, that I used it. Thank you, Nadia. Welcome back, love. That I used it to do this live. If I'm exhausted after doing this tarot reading, so one of you had said in a previous live that you wanted to do the book club on Sunday. If I'm exhausted after this tarot reading, guys, we might do the book club on Sunday and not tonight. And I'm going to ask you guys to shoot me some bail because this is not me flaking out. It's just me listening to my body. Did you? Thank you. Mm-hmm. Say hi. Say hi. We look like Christmas. We're now red and green.
Wow, we really are red and green.
We are elves. Wow. We're the elf on the shelf.
I'm going to go put Christmas music on.
Oh, Jesus. She's about to go put Christmas music on. I love you, friend. Me and Bridget both look like Christmas now. All right. So, guys, are you guys okay? Please don't get mad at me. If I want to do a really amazing reading, and I'm probably going to drain my energy. And so Sunday would probably be a better day for me to do the book club. Are you guys okay? For somebody who said, oh, and we have a Discord. Hey guys, so there is a Discord for YouTube family, and there's also a Discord for the alumni. If you are a Bluecentric alumni for the On Thy Ship workshop, hit me up to ask me what the Discord is for the alumni. The alumni Discord is the one that we have for people who've taken the class because we've all have a similar language and everybody's emotionally safe because they've been through the class. And then the YouTube Discord that was set up by, I think, Flo and Brianna, our moderators. And I think, Gio, you might have been involved too. That Discord is going to be for everybody who is a member of our family here on YouTube. I would love to get to a place where they overlap more, but that's neither here nor there. Okay, so I have tissue. I think today I'm going to use, and I'm letting you guys into my journey. Today I'm going to use some of my surrender cards. I have some cards that are built around what do we need to surrender, and Mercury retrograde feels like a really great time to surrender, right? It feels like a great time to let things go. So I'm going to use some surrender cards. I'm going to use the Petty Tarot. Somebody said Blue is giving gingerbread. I didn't realize that me going back to being a ginger was going to get this kind of reaction. I'm going to do that. I'm going to also do a love oracle. For those who are coming in, welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome here or welcome back. We're doing a series of readings for all the zodiac signs. We are going to be, you guys, I know that we've been starting off with whatever sign is the season that we're in for the Tarot Tuesdays on the first Tuesday of the month. But I think for oracle readings or for like special occasion readings like this one, I'm going to start with Aries. I don't know why. Something is telling me to start with Aries in the old-fashioned way. Can somebody send me a link how to join the Discord? And Nadia, Nadia, are you on our Patreon? Because on the Patreon for there is a link for the Discord for class members. So there's going to be two Discords, one for our YouTube family and one for our class members. Oh, and welcome to your first live ever. I love when you guys get excited about it being your first live ever because it just reminds me that there's value in this. You guys are going to know I'm somebody who doesn't do things for fame. I do it for impact. If something could get me famous but has no impact, I wouldn't want to do it. But if something had a lot of impact but didn't necessarily make me famous, I would totally do it. And so when you guys tell me that these readings are helpful, it really is what I need to hear because I need to know that it's not just y'all spending time with me, that I'm actually helping in some way. Otherwise, I could be on the couch. All right, so I think we're going to use the colors. We all like the color cards. So we're going to use the color cards. We're going to use the Petty Tarot deck for some fun. We're going to use the surrender cards because retrograde is a great time to surrender things. I have two different tarot decks. Should I do the yes or no deck? I'm going to open the yes or no deck and see how I feel about it. For those who are coming in, Blue has I'm not using the timestamp cards because time is an illusion, especially when it comes to retrograde. I'm not doing angel numbers. You guys, I'm going to save the angel number cards. Oh, Bridget built me a shelf above my thing now, so now I can put things up on the shelf. Look at us evolving or whatever. Let me see. Healing cards. Do I want to use my healing cards? Okay, we're going to do the healing cards too. So we're going to do the healing cards, the petty cards, the colors, the surrender cards, the yes or no cards, and then I have my favorite two tarots. Sex tarot. Child, I'm not looking up sex with y'all right now. Ooh, hidden messages. No. Okay, this is what's missing. I'm going to do hidden messages as well. All right, I think we're good. Oh, thank you, Florence. I appreciate you guys. You guys are so sweet. Not Empress saying purr. Empress, I am a house cat. I'm a house cat. Isn't it so interesting? I'm treating y'all the way I treat men that I date. I like to show up as homeless as possible when I first meet a guy that I like, so that when I do this, it feels like he's impressed, but he's not expecting it all the time. So I think I might have done that to y'all. Let's see who else is in here. So, hey, Reginald, thank you, my love. I appreciate it. I appreciate all the love. Now, you guys know this is how the rules work. For anybody who's new and this is their first reading with me, again, I'm Blue. And the way that we do this is I'm going to start with Aries today and do quick messages for Mercury retrograde for each of the zodiac signs. In between each sign, people can sign up for $10 or more raffle tickets. The higher the raffle ticket, the more compelled I'm going to have to honor it. But $10 or more gets you a raffle ticket for me to answer a question. Make it a clear and concise question. Do not ask me the meaning of life. Do not ask me to solve all your problems. Do not ask me if you're going to die alone, because a lot of that has to do with choice and not just chance. And And when you ask the question, it's a raffle ticket. You're not guaranteed to get an answer. You're buying a raffle ticket. If I can answer a bunch of raffle tickets within a small period of time because your answers to questions are very quick, cool. But if I only answer 2 or 3 and I have to pivot, please do not chase me around for the entire live saying you didn't answer my question. That means you just didn't win the raffle. That's how raffles work, right? Okay. So today we're starting with Aries. Did Bridget move back to LA? No, Bridget just comes to visit me every couple of weeks and she helps out in the shop. So Bridget's been helping in the shop this week and it's been really great having her around, especially with me being sick. I'm so weak right now from my cramps that like Bridget being here has been a lifesaver. All right. Aries. Are there Aries in here? I want to make sure Aries has a chance. Oh, my bang keeps swooping. Let me zhuzh up my hair, y'all. Sorry. I need to zhuzh the hair so that it doesn't get in my eyes. My forehead is kind of low, so whenever I have bangs, I have to make sure that my eyes don't get all messed up. All right. Somebody said, oh, hey, Candace. Hi, my love. All right. So y'all ready? Y'all ready for this new ginger edition of Tarot Tuesdays on a Friday during Mercury retrograde? All right, guys. We're starting off with Aries. Aries, if you're in the room, represent Aries. If you're in the room, the timestamp for Aries is 12 minutes and 12 seconds. 12 minutes and 12 seconds. Aries cross watcher. Yes, there are cross watchers here. Cross watcher is somebody who is watching for somebody else of the sign that I'm calling out. Okay. Hi, family. All right, guys. What does Aries need to surrender during this Mercury retrograde? What does Aries need to surrender during this Mercury retrograde? Raffle tickets, guys, are $10 or up. What does Aries need to surrender during this retrograde? Why do I keep on thinking about the color orange? It's not just because of my hair. All right, Aries. What does Aries need to? Aries, it's saying that during this retrograde, you need to surrender to wonder and awe. Aries needs to surrender to wonder and awe. Open up to the magic of every moment and sense the awe and wonder in all of life. This attitude will keep you connected to the ecstasy of flow. It's so funny. I was just telling an Aries friend the other day about how I was like, damn, you keep on getting a lick. Like little really good things keep happening for you. They're adding up. And I do feel very heavily that this retrograde is going to be productive for Aries. That's such an interesting word. The word that I'm getting for Aries during this retrograde. For those who don't know, retrograde is from the 9th to the 29th. But here's the thing. Retrograde doesn't just have a start and a stop. I hate when y'all say, oh, Mercury retrograde is over. We're all on the coast. No, that's not. The coast is not clear. Planets phase in and they phase out, which means the week before the retrograde starts is the shadow period starting retrograde, and the week after retrograde ends is the shadow period ending retrograde. So the truth is, this energy is going to be swirling around till about the 4th, like the first week of December, like around the 4th, 5th of December. So I would say, rather than saying retrograde is over on the 29th and I'm free, wait until the 4th. What is that? Jay-Z's birthday? Wait until December 4th before you say that retrograde is not doing her thing. Because I've had a couple of retrogrades where the retrograde itself was cool and I let my guard down because I was like, oh, it's over. And then I got my ass whooped during the shadow period. Okay, so if you are an Aries, you're being told to surrender to wonder and awe. Now, what is the color for retrograde season in particular? 2 weeks ago, we did the color for the month. We're doing right now the color for the season. So from the 9th of November till about the 4th or 5th of December, what is the color for Aries during retrograde? Mystery. So wonder and awe does involve a lot of mystery. It means surrendering to something bigger than yourself. So the fact that you guys got eggplant, how you doing? The fact that y'all got eggplant and also got mystery after wonder and awe, I'm seeing a theme. If you are an Aries who has any earth placements, which are like Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo, please let go of the urge or the proclivity to be a control freak. Because when an Aries has earth in their chart, somewhere prominent, particularly in the big 3 or big 6, y'all can be controlling babies, right? And so if you are an Aries who is a control freak, the fact that you've gotten 2 cards, not 1, but 2, twice, right? That are saying for you to surrender and mind your fucking business and let God do what God does, that seems like a heavy-handed message. All right, the next card we're going to look at is the Cosmic Insights. All right. Universe, what cosmic message do we have for Aries? And guys, we're going to be doing these. Yes, I always call them the drunk babies of the zodiac. Guys, I'm going to hopefully do these as concisely as possible because if you knew how much pain I was in right now, ooh. But it's so funny. I'm in a good headspace. I'm in a really good headspace. That's the only reason I get to do this. Again, Aries, you got give it time. So this is now the third card that is making me feel like this is going to be a month where Aries is going to have to let go of impatience, because you just got surrender to wonder and awe, surrender to the mystery, and then give it time. So guys, I just need you to know that means if you are in Aries, this retrograde season is meant to tell you to sit down and let things happen. Somebody said, I'm a drunk control freak baby. Yeah, that's a, if you're in Aries with some earth in your chart, that's pretty much you. But here's the thing too, guys, these are not fatalistics. These are things that are meant to be a guide, right? Something to help you. And also shout out to Carla and to anybody else who's become a member. I just realized that you guys were joining it to become members during this. I kind of love that. All right. And if you're wondering, members, we're going to, on Sunday, we voted. I mentioned earlier that I'm very sick. So we're doing our book club meeting on Sunday. It was supposed to be a couple of days ago, but I've been sick all week. And for the book club, honey, I want to be, you know, with a glass of wine somewhere partying with y'all. So Carla, welcome to the book. Welcome to book club. Welcome to the Academy, the members only area. And we have a lot of members only offerings. I'm going to be traveling all next week. So you guys know I do a lot of members only stuff when I'm traveling. So on Sunday, Sunday works for you. Perfect. On Sunday, we're going to be doing the book club meeting. And also all next week, I'm going to be doing little fun things. I will say this though, that there's some pop culture conversations happening. One of them is happening with a fellow podcaster, someone in the podcast realm, and I'm debating if I want to talk about it. I'm debating it, but if y'all have any interesting things that you want to talk about, drop me a line, because when I'm traveling, it's always helpful when you guys tag me and stuff. And I will say this, I'm starting a new segment. I'm not going to say what it is, but why am I smiling so hard? I'm starting a new segment on my lives, and members, no disrespect to anybody else, but members, I'm going to be announcing what that new segment is on Sunday during the book club meeting, and you're going to have first dibs to help me co-produce it. So there's a new piece of content that I'm working on that's going to involve member participation. Y'all know I like interactive shit, okay? I love it. Was that somebody says there's 2 lives, with that intentional? Yeah, there's this new thing that StreamYard is trying now where they're catching you in 2 ways. One of them is vertical for if you're looking on your phone, and one is horizontal for if you're looking on your laptop. And so they're testing it out on me. I hope it looks okay. But yeah, there's 2 now. Now there's 2 of me. I'm looking over here and I see myself for like an Instagram post, and I'm looking over here and I see myself oriented for a YouTube post. I think it's really great. All right, so guys, what is the overall message for Aries aside from surrender to wonder and awe and give it time and mystery? All right, let's see. Okay. Rest. Okay, this is you guys. It's literally a knight in shining armor getting rest. Okay, fears about providing for yourself. Hold on. Ah, yeah. You guys got the control freak cards. Okay, Aries. Your control issues are going to be a little bit loud, and it's going to come out. It might come out through anxiety. So what it's saying is, if you are an Aries, you are being told to rest your mind. Whatever work you've done, whatever phone calls you've made, whatever studying you've done, whatever preparation you've done, whatever prayer you've done, they're saying you've done all the work that can be done for now. And they want you to rest, because what they're saying is you are going to want to, during this retrograde, be a restless control freak because you're scared of poverty or not getting what you need and desire. So if you are an Aries sun, moon, or rising during this retrograde, you're going to have to face the patience that comes in the meantime. Ayala Van Zandt once had a book called In the Meantime. And I always took that phrase to mean the space between making a prayer and planting a seed and actually watching the harvest come in, right? Planting a seed is the work. Watching the harvest come in is the bounty. But that space in between, that in the meantime, it takes a special level of confidence and quiet grace to be still and let God do God's work. Somebody said, I love that book. I love that, right? And so because a lot of Aries, from what I'm seeing here, are in the between time, you're being told not to struggle from a mindset of poverty in the in between time. And I see here, yes, I always call it the waiting room. And I see a lot of people in here are saying that they have been feeling restless. So Aries, sun, moon, and rising, they're telling you not to let your restlessness make you do something stupid. This Seven of Swords is a card of someone who's acting out of personal interest and who might be on some sneaky shit. Do not be sneaky or trying to be nosy because you can't wait for the answer to come. Aries, do less. Temperance is literally the card of balance, right? So they're telling you to rest, balance, and then when the bounty comes or when you think there's something that actually needs your input, be objective and non-emotional. The Queen of Swords is the most unemotional queen in the entire deck. She's completely cerebral, right? So they're telling you to be cerebral. Do not be in your feelings right now. In the words of Jasmine Sullivan, get out of your feelings. That's very specific. And look at this. Now waiting is annoying. Really, Aries? Not y'all proving the point. Every time I do a reading about an Aries, y'all's responses always proves the point, which I find so funny. Somebody in here said, Blue, I adore your energy and light. May you eternally exponentially be blessed and always. Oh, I appreciate that. Thank you. And yes, guys, please like the video and subscribe. I need to get better at telling you guys, please subscribe because I'm seeing from the metrics, so many of you come on here. And there's more of you on here than those of you who are subscribing. So I'm happy that I have 40,000 subscribers. My goal, can I be honest? Okay, this feels so vulnerable. I've always wanted to get one of those 100,000 plaques from YouTube. You know those silver plaques, those little platinum plaques they give you, whatever, when you get 100,000. And I think they give you another one when you get 250K, and they give you another one when you get 1 million. I'm not thinking about 1 million right now. But the 100K plaque, I've wanted a 100K plaque since YouTube existed. I've always wanted a 100K plaque. And the fact that I went from, I had 25, I just saw a notice on my phone. I had a screenshot on my phone from June like 12th or something. In early June, I had made 25,000 subscribers, and I was so proud in early June. The fact that from June to July, August, September, in 4 months, I've gone from 25 to 40. We've grown so much faster in the last 4 months than we have in the last 10 years of me being on here. And it's so interesting how I planted that seed in December of 2010, and it didn't even start to sprout until June, July of 2025. That's 15 years, guys, right? It took 15 years for people to realize I even had a YouTube page. Everybody knew me from the Griot or from Hollywood Unlocked or from, different podcasts and stuff. A lot of y'all didn't even know I was here until 4 months ago, right? And even Olandria talks about how drastically her life has changed in 4 months. And so I'm saying this for Aries. Aries, you've planted a seed. It is not your business about when it starts to sprout. Just have faith that it will sprout. See how I made that full circle? I thought I was just rambling, huh? All right, guys, let's see. What is the petty message for Aries? And thank you, Pepe. When I get the 100,000, my 2 goals right now are to get 100,000 followers and 1,000 subscribers. Not subscribers, 1,000 members. And I think right now we have like 600 members. So we're close. We're getting there. All right. Petty message for Aries. Petty message for Aries is brand new. Well, that's not petty at all. They're saying, Aries, this is brand new, fresh beginnings. You are reinventing yourself and new ventures. Your mantra right now is watch me shine. Okay, guys, why does this always happen when I do these readings? We have now gotten the same message from 5 different decks. So Aries, we're not going to pull no more damn cards because at a certain point, I'm just repeating myself and I don't like to do that. So hold on. Somebody said, change the language immediately, declare it. You already have it. It's a matter of meeting your destiny. I absolutely agree. I always say I manifest in the present tense. I don't manifest wanting things. When people say they want to manifest, be like, oh, I want a car. No, I have a car. Don't manifest the want, manifest the have, right? So brand new Aries, your message for retrograde is surrender to the wonder and awe of the universe. There are mysteries that are working on your behalf that you are not aware of. Mind your fucking business. Let God do what God does, whatever entity you believe in. And also let go of control. Let go of control. All right. Is there anybody during the Aries slot who wants to ask a question? Hold on, where are the colors? Oh, here comes the colors. Oh, wait, before we do that, let's do a hidden message. What's a hidden message for Aries? Blue has 100K on her birthday. We claim it. Oh, Flo, that'd be amazing. Are you serious? I would probably cry. I would probably start crying. I saw an influencer on here who had hit 900,000 like 2 days ago, and she was so humbled and like so overwhelmed, and she was sobbing. And I was like, it's so funny. Like, I'm excited about 40K. I'm gonna be excited about 100K. She's just as excited about 900K. I need you guys to understand, no matter how successful you are, if you're a grateful person, it never gets old when you find a new blessing. It never gets old. All right. Someone said here, hey, Taurus, Sun, Virgo, Rising, Aries, Moon. Should I try again to repair things with my brother and sister, or should I call it both of them? Any advice would help. They're saying to leave them alone until after the holidays. Do not re-engage if possible, or do not reapproach the topics that are triggering you guys until after the holidays. They're saying these last few months, these last few weeks of this year, no one's going to have the bandwidth to have the kind of conversation that you deserve. You can reach out to them, but they're going to be burnt out and half-assing it. All right. What is the, I hope that was helpful, love. What is the hidden message for Aries before we pivot to the next slide? Hidden message for Aries is, I bury myself in work to forget about you. I bury myself in work to forget about you. So we know retrograde season is a time of nostalgia, missing exes, missing old friends, missing family. Aries, either you or someone who's thinking about you is literally distracting themselves with work in order not to think about you guys not being in each other's lives. And so Aries, I imagine during the holidays, you're going to find yourself either hearing that people miss you, or you're going to find yourself really watching your mind wander to what happened to that snake ass friend who I used to really, really love until I found out that she was my biggest op. I wonder what happened to her. Like, I see that being very heavy handed during this retrograde season. So from now until the top of December, expect moments of nostalgia to grab you. Also, I'm hearing in my head, watch out for your dreams. For your answer, Jada, the answer is just you, my love. Just you. All right. That was a quick one. I love it when I get a quick answer like that. All right, let's put this down. We are now pivoting to Taurus at the 2733 mark. 2733, we're pivoting to Taurus. I love how efficient I'm being today. Shout out to the edibles that are kicking in and the pain meds. That's the thing about cramps, right? It's so interesting. My cycle started on 11/11, guys. And Bridget was like, you're such a witch. She's like, of course, on 11/11. All right, so what is Taurus? Taurus, yes, Nat, I said dreams. If you are an Aries, Sun, Moon, or Rising, and you have interesting dreams, write them down. All right, back to Taurus. Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Rising. What does Taurus need to surrender during this retrograde period from the 9th of November till about the top of December? What does Taurus need to surrender? Wow, Taurus, they're saying surrender to your full power. Taurus need to remember that they're that bitch. Okay. Thank you, Mahogany Love. I appreciate you. I love super stickers. I would look at this. Look at this. Surrender to your full power. That's badass. It says your life is calling for you to step into your full power rather than play it small. You gotta think big, bitch. You know that meme that's really popular about that colorful man in the blue head tie? He's like, you gotta think big, bitch. Think big. So Taurus, you gotta think big, bitch. Your message is to surrender playing small. Surrender to your full power and stop playing small. Wow. Somebody said they got chills. I did too. Okay, so that's not just me, right? You guys, one of the things I love about watching these lives is because I'm in a bit of a trance right now. Whenever I do a live about tarot reading. Little secret, I don't remember any of these readings like after I do them. I have to watch them back because the entire time I'm like tingling with messages. And so sometimes when I watch these back, I'll like have a reaction as if I wasn't there the first time. Energy transference is so real. I've had so many of those moments, but yeah, I feel like a lot of you have DM'd me recently in particular and said that when you watch the lives, when a message is for you, you can literally feel it tingle across your body. Just know you're not alone. A bunch of you keep sending me that message thinking it's just you, and plot twist, it's not just you, it's a lot of people. All right. All right. Right now we have, let me see. We have 413 people. Did you do a reading for Virgos? No, we just started, and we're actually, because it's a Mercury retrograde reading, we're doing it in the traditional order of Aries, and now we're moving on. We're on Taurus now. What is Taurus's color? What is Taurus's color? The color for Taurus. Gray, surrender. Taurus, your color is a really soft, powdery blue-gray, surrender. Well, the fact that we just said surrender to your full power and surrender the need to feel small. The fact that surrender. So apparently Tauruses are stubborn. Tauruses are stubborn. Let's see. What is the cosmic message for Taurus? So far, Taurus, they're telling you to surrender to your power and stop being small. Think big, bitch. All right. Commitment. So, what? Now, hold on. I was not experiencing. Sorry, guys. I'm a Taurus, so this caught me off guard. All right. Well, commitment. Things are getting serious. If you are a Taurus, Sun, Moon, or rising in a relationship, it's going to get more serious during the retrograde. You're going to realize how much they mean to you. And if you are Sun, Moon, rising Taurus who is single, you might be meeting someone who you could get serious with during this retrograde season or during the shadow period. Interesting. Followed by pregnancy. Okay, no, that escalated quickly. Okay. I got commitment and pregnancy. Taurus, what is going on? Do we need to have a meeting? Now hold on. Hold on. This Taurus, go buy some condoms. I feel like once alive, there's one group that has to buy condoms. Apparently this week it's Taurus. You got commitment and pregnancy. I'm gonna just put this down. Okay, guys. Oh, speaking of which, and shout out if she's watching, I hope she is, for the Aquarius reading for November, where we got the story of an Aquarius who was sleeping with somebody's husband. I spoke to her. Remember how I told you there was somebody in the room who was sleeping with somebody's husband who was an Aquarius? I spoke to her and we had a great reading. We had a really great reading. So for those who were like, oh my God, that was a real, yeah. So shout out to her. It was a great conversation. And I look at y'all. Y'all all seem surprised. No, that reading was too specific for it not to have been somebody who was in the room. And shout out to her for confessing. Shout out for those who are confessing. And for those who are saying they're too grown for the pregnancy card, don't say that. There are people in their 50s who still want babies. Okay? Who's gonna be the godmama? My friend used to joke. I had one friend who used to always joke, "You the kind of person who would end up getting pregnant during perimenopause." And I fear that does sound like me. I am the kind of person who would get pregnant during perimenopause. I'm not even gonna hold you. I'm not saying that's what's about to happen. Please don't put that on me like that. I'm just saying that if it was to happen to somebody, it would not be me. All right. Must have been weighing on her. Yeah, the fact that we picked up on her situation. If she's watching, you don't have to confess in the chat, girl, because they're gonna be all up in your business. All right, Taurus. Let's see. Now that I know that Taurus is having a very fruitful time and might need some condoms if they don't want babies. And if you do want babies, then have a fucking good time. Let's do the petty tarot, because now I'm curious, Taurus. Somebody said you put it on yourself. Now hold on, no. I just read the cards. Don't do that. Y'all know I was born, so I'm gonna always show up in a tarot reading, but that don't mean it's about me. Y'all, you know what? Let me just put this down. Y'all trying to help hex me during my own life while I'm on my cycle. That's rich. All right. What is the petty tarot message for Taurus? What is Emperor said? I hope it's twins. Y'all, this has escalated quickly. What are y'all going through? Why is the chat trying to get me pregnant? What is going on? Okay. Anyways, Taurus. This is a very interesting retrograde reading. Taurus, what is the petty message for Taurus? The petty message for Taurus is payday. Your money is rolling in. Your check will get cashed. Financial rewards. Yes. Okay, why did that excite me even more than the first two? Money. Taurus, we up. Okay, now I'm gonna put myself. Taurus, we up. Taurus. Payday. I'm gonna put this right here. I'm gonna stare at it the whole time. So if you are a Taurus, you might be getting a boo, a baby, and some direct deposits. And some bounty, right? A boo, a baby, and some bounty, Taurus. So apparently, Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Rising, fucking plot twist. Could this Mercury retrograde really? What? Okay. Wow. Okay, the reading is over. I'm sorry. I'm about to be like, I got my reading. I don't have no more questions. I'm just playing. All right, Taurus is saying, we ready? All right, we ready. What is the hidden message for Taurus? A hidden message for Taurus or a cross watcher? What is a hidden message for a Taurus or a cross watcher? If there is somebody who wants to buy a raffle, this is the time to buy a raffle. What is a hidden message for a Taurus or a Taurus cross watcher? I wish I could share my good news with you. Okay, so Taurus, when the direct deposit comes, shut the fuck up. Respectfully. When the direct deposit comes, Taurus, keep it to yourself a little bit. Also, do not spend it. I'm hearing it loudly. You're going to want to spend it. Taurus, there's a big old check coming your way during the retrograde. It's significant. It's not going to be for every Taurus. These are general readings. But I always say I'm using the energy in the room. So out of the 459 of you in here who are Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Risings, there's enough of you in here where it applies for it to be a loud message. If you are a Taurus, this is the time to get your money up vaingloriously, and you don't have to choose between money and love. They're saying that something's happening where you're going to be able to have a little bit of everything. It's like when you go to Thanksgiving and you want a little bit of everything on your plate. Is that just me? Whenever I go to a buffet or a party, I don't care if it's just one little dollop. I want a little bit of almost everything unless it looks nasty on my plate. Somebody said, Blue, there's an album called Pregnant with Success. Just saying. Oh, well, I don't mind it. Not pregnant with success. Someone said, well, will I meet a romantic partner while I'm on the wander? That's a very eloquent question. I'm hearing that you haven't dated enough. So they're saying you need to date more. You guys, I have a question. And Fola answered this. Are you actively dating? Because a lot of you in here who ask about meeting your soulmate skip the dating part. So how do y'all expect to I'm just curious. Do you think the postman's gonna come and deliver your packages and your eyes are gonna lock over the stamps and y'all gonna get together? Like, and Fola, this is not for Fola. It's just that a lot of you in here who ask me, will I meet my person? The first thing my guys tell me is she doesn't even go outside. So are you on the apps? All right, let's see what Fola's answer was. Fola, did you answer? Because this is moving very quickly. You guys, when you answer really quickly after the person I just asked the question, they disappear. Hold on, let's see. Fola said, I date, but I'm also very picky. Fola, you need to be less picky. So you need to be worried about being a good communicator and having fun, and rather than finding your person. You're being a little too serious. I'm hearing there was one person in the last 18 months who you actually could have had a chance with, but you cut it off too quickly. So Fola, please focus on fun rather than the destination. You have destination obsession. You're obsessed with the destination of getting where you want to go, when the gag is most of life is the journey. Very little of life is the destination. Most of life is us on the way to someplace. So you need to learn how to have fun being on the way. Not that feeling like a question for the Aries. All right. So what is the message for? Okay. I love Black people. I love people in general. I love Latin people. I love Asian people. But my people, when we are saying something, we were like, I see you, polka dots. Okay, hair. The way we just state the obvious as a way to like glaze somebody, I kind of love it. All right. Somebody said every time I go outside, I meet somebody. Yeah, just go. Keep going outside. Not okay earrings. Yes, okay earrings. Why are we like this? I see you braids. All right. What is Taurus's message? Taurus's message. Sun, Moon, and Rising. The fact that I plan to make this a channel where I never wear makeup, and Carlos King is the reason why I have to wear makeup on Fridays now. Well, God said, girl, if you don't beat your face for these people, that's fine. This says, should I take my Aquarius ex seriously with that he's back? No, not at all. Are y'all hunching? Because I feel like I feel like hunching and loneliness and a little bit of financial stress are behind the reconciliation. No, the answer is no, babe. Nope. All right. Message for Taurus. All right. I see a little bit of restlessness with Taurus too. Wanting to be creative. Wanting to connect with soulmates, overthinking about work, wanting to have some alone time as well. Queen of Swords again. Oh my God, this is the second time that we've ended on Queen of Swords. So it seems like much like Aries. So if you're a Taurus that has any Aries in your chart, this might extra be for you. It seems like Taurus, you're going to be in a space of wanting to. Ooh, a card just flew out in my face. The Death card. It's the end of a chapter. You're going to be in a space of wanting to connect with people, but also being really exhausted and needing to guard your bandwidth. So Taurus, your word for this month, this season of Mercury retrograde is bandwidth management. Manage your bandwidth. Don't say yes to things that you want to do. Say yes to the things you actually have the capacity to do. So those are two very different lists. Taurus, what you want to do during this retrograde season and what you have the bandwidth, the capacity, or the time for are two very drastic. Oh, this feels like I'm coming from myself. The same Blue who keeps on trying to do 5 lives in one day and then having to reschedule them because she's tired. Yeah, okay, I feel attacked. I'm getting attacked in the middle of my own damn life. Yeah, Taurus, they're saying that you need to manage your bandwidth. You're overcommitting. And here's the thing, you're overcommitting with due cause, right? You are in an abundant season of the seeds that you planted have now started to sprout. So you're a little further than Aries. Aries is learning to be less restless within the meantime. It's almost showtime, but you're so excited that it's your time to like go on stage that you're not resting. So we got one sign that is being restless while waiting, and we have another sign that now that they're not waiting anymore, can't sit the fuck back down. Child, why is Taurus? You need to rest. Now I know I am talking to myself, so that's awkward. You need to rest more. And here's the thing too, just because you can do something doesn't mean you should do it, right? So that's going to be your conversation. Somebody said Energizer Bunny. Yeah, just because you can do something doesn't mean you should do it. And I feel like a lot of Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Risings, I'm picking all three, their ego says, well, I can do it all if I just figure out how to do it all. And they're saying, yeah, no, you can't. You can't. You're going to burn out. And also the money is still coming. If the money is here, don't be insecure as if you're scared it's not going to keep coming, right? Money responds to elegance and ease. There's a flow to money. I realized that the more relaxed I am about money, and yes, that's a privilege to even be able to say that because you have to be able to pay your bills before you can relax a little bit, right? But even when I couldn't pay my bills, I was like, well, what I could pay, I'm going to focus on what I can do. And then when I can do more, I'll focus on that. There's no point in me beating myself up about what I don't have. It makes more sense to figure out the best way to use my current resources and then the best way to create new opportunities for new resources. But like beating yourself up is a waste of time. So Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Rising, if you are someone who is starting to see the fruits of your labor, don't let the trauma response of lack make you work as if you're scared it's not going to be there for you the next morning. Right? If you were told that you were only able to make money for a week, you probably would not sleep for those 7 days because you'd be worried about day 8 when no money came. That is how Taurus is acting according to this. You're acting as if you don't trust beyond the next day. And that's an insecurity. And think about it. Money doesn't change you. It makes you more of what you already are. So if you having the opportunity to make money is making you insecure, the more money you make, you're going to become even more insecure with it. There's no dollar amount that takes away insecurity, I promise you. What money does is it provides you the ability to take away your problems and give you the freedom and the resources to figure out what your happiness looks like. Right? So guys, please, please do not be here getting the blessing and still giving yourself a headache. Somebody said, Trusha, that's how I've been. Yeah, the energy is really, really loud. We're going to do one more card. We're going to do the Hidden Truth card. Did we do a Hidden Truth for Taurus? Oh, yeah, I wish I could share my good news. Where did it Hidden Truth? Let's do something. So I'm going to do one more. Let's do a cosmic message. What's a cosmic message for Taurus? Somebody said, Blue, this is the longest Taurus reading. I give them messages as they come, so it's not democratic, guys. If my spirit guys give me short readings for you guys, then that's what I get. When they give me long ones, yay. So I'm happy that Taurus is getting a longer reading this time. All right, Taurus, what is your cosmic message? Open your heart because you're going to attract more love during the season. Well, this seems to be the fact that, okay, we pulled 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different decks. And again, same message. This is what I love about doing so many decks is it shows that the message is in the fluke if it keeps reappearing and layering on top of each other. So, Taurus, open up your heart. New love, new opportunity, new ways of thinking, new ways of being, new kinks. I'm saying, how you doing? Oh, thank you, my love. And I love that it's resonating with so many of you because, again, the whole point of this is to add value. All right. I think next we're going to do Gemini. Yes, yes. That's how it goes, Buddha. Not me saying I think next like I have a choice. If we're going in order. Gemini. Hello, my friends. Hi, Gemini. How are you? Hi, my babies. Why did I get so soft and tender with Gemini? Are y'all okay? Gemini, you good? Okay. All right. Gemini, sun, moon, and rising. What does Gemini, sun, moon, and rising need to surrender right now? What is Gemini, sun, moon, and rising? Gemini, surrender to what is. This is the kind of card I get when someone's been thinking for a very long time about how things should have been, right? So Gemini, flow with what is instead of fighting it and thinking about what could have been. When you can't change a situation compassionately, accepting it actually is the only thing left to do. Accept what is. So Gemini, if you find yourself having regrets during this Mercury retrograde season, they're telling you to stop, to not do that. Gemini, do not let the I wish this had, why couldn't this? You're being told to not cry over spilled milk. This is the kind of message I get for Cancers a lot. So Gemini, that little child inside of you who wants to cry over a toy that broke, even though the toy could just be repurchased elsewhere. Okay. Now, what is Gemini's color? That's why I'm probably thinking of you as poor babies, because you guys saw the minute I saw Gemini, my face got soft like I was talking to a child, right? My face got soft. And look, your word and your color is dark brown and confidence. So the reason why you're crying over spilt milk is because you don't believe there's any more milk elsewhere. If you are a Gemini, you're going to have to divorce yourself from those stories that make you sad. Especially when those stories that make you sad are about things that you cannot reasonably change in the present tense, right? I tell people all the time, if something that bothers me could only be fixed by me getting into a time machine and traveling to the past, I let it go. Because that's not possible. Until they build a time machine, if I'm upset about something that could only be solved by using a time machine, I have to let it go. Because it simply doesn't currently exist, right? Me admitting that I would need a time machine for me to get the outcome that I want is me admitting that in the present tense, I actually have no choice but to let it go because it doesn't exist. Just some perspective. All right, this message said, I'm stressed, irritated by work because of increased workload. I'm asking for a pay raise. They're not going to give it to you anytime soon. But word, I won't get it because of the economy. Am I worrying about nothing? I don't see them wanting to give you a pay raise, my love. I don't see them wanting to give you a pay raise. If they give you one, I would be shocked. Somebody's actually trying to figure out how to make sure to cap money in the ecosystem that you're traversing. I'm never going to say no, right? Because I don't do predictions in that way because I believe free will can change things. I will say currently, based on the energy, I'm getting 75 to 25 towards a no for you. I'm getting a very strong no. And here's the thing too, if you know that the pay raise is either going to be so consequential, it's going to be anticlimactic and not have an impact on your life, or it's not coming at all. Now you have to figure out, how do I maintain this place of employment while figuring out other ways to supplement my income? I don't see you quitting though. I see you supplementing. I don't see you leaving the job and risking being unemployed. I see you finding something else to do in addition to it while also bringing down your investment in your current place of employment. That just said, is the creative venture or venture with my pets my new stability versus medical? I feel lost. I give up on love and I'm on the apps, but struggling being demisexual. There's a lot of questions here, Duchess. Okay, Duchess, I'm going to answer the first question. The venture with your pets will do okay. But new stability, I'm not hearing new stability. So I'm hearing the venture with your pets will do okay, but I'm not hearing the new stability, babe. I'm not hearing that at all. Because you were very, very particular with the language, and I wanted to honor that, and I didn't hear a yes for that. All right, cosmic. Oh, I already said open up your. Did we do a cosmic for Taurus? I feel like we've been on Taurus for so long. No, Gemini. We're on Gemini now. Did we do a cosmic for Gemini at all? Did somebody do a check? Because I want to make sure we didn't do a cosmic for Gemini. Because something keeps on telling me to pull a cosmic. Oh, we didn't. Okay. Let's do a cosmic for Gemini because the cosmic yelled at me so loudly, it kind of took me aback for a second. Okay, apparently there's a big cosmic message for Gemini. That was a little rude. You guys don't understand. It's so weird when you're getting downloads because they come at different octaves sometimes, and sometimes they feel like a thunderclap. Gemini, fire signs, Aries, Leo, and Sag. So this message in particular is for Gemini with fire in their chart. And Gemini, someone's got their eye on you, and or you are doing research. So Gemini, during this retrograde season, you or one of your exes are going to be checking on each other. Oh, and if it's an ex, either you or the ex have fire in their chart. Yikes! Not okay. This is very specific. Okay, so last week on Tarot Tuesday, we found out that somebody was sleeping with somebody's husband, and then the lady called me and confessed. And now we're finding out that a Gemini has an ex who is either a fire sign or a Gemini with fire in their chart. So Gemini, let's say you have like a Leo X or a Sag X or an Aries X, that's who's going to be sneaking on your page. Or it could be an ex with fire in their chart, or you have fire in your chart. Something about fire signs and snooping. Somebody said, what are the fire signs? It is Aries is the baby of the fire signs. The middle child who likes to be seen as Leo, and the eldest curmudgeon is Sagittarius. So if you are a Gemini, somebody's just in your business, or you are the ops yourself. Some of you Geminis are the ones doing it. Somebody said, not my daddy a Gemini, my mama a Leo. Well, he want that old thing back. I'm just saying. Look, I just work here. Because that came out through two of them. Yeah, y'all work. You know what I'm about to start doing? I just had an epiphany. I'm gonna start doing the candle of the month. I just felt deep in my spirit for anybody who's gonna ask me. The candle of November 2025 is return to sender. I'm feeling very, very loudly, and I feel like this is probably gonna go in order, but I feel very loudly that the candle of this month is very much return to sender. Yeah, this is very, very big return to sender energy. What is the petty message? Now that we know that Gemini needs to surrender to confidence and stop crying over spilt milk and stop, being jacked up by regret. And yes, guys, whenever we say return to sender, it always means protection. So the two candles, for those who don't know, I have a candle line. I sell spiritual candles. I have Apothecary and a Botanica in my backyard. And my friends and I work in the shop. And whenever I do the ceremonies, particularly around the return to sender, I sleep like a baby. That energy is serious. Return to sender is always done with the protection candle, because when you return bad energy back to somebody, it's almost like the equivalent of starting spiritual warfare. So you always want to use a protection candle right after a return to sender. Will I be getting the job that I prayed for and by the end of this year? I see you having a possibility for an offer in December, but I don't see it landing by the end of the year though. So there's a possibility that there's a possibility of you impressing someone in the realm that you want in the month of December. I'm hearing very specifically, but I'm not picking up on them making it finalized. So you might hear back for a second or third interview from somebody, or they might have you in mind, but decide that they don't want to return those emails until, my banging, guys, I got so much bang. Let me print my bangs real quick. But yeah, you might decide that you don't want to take the job if it's not offering enough, but there's something around you're going to be heavily considered in December, but I'm not picking up something being in stone. I hope that's helpful, love, because I came up through for you very specifically. Ron, let's see. I see a message from Ron. Let me scroll up. I love it when it's different colors. Ron said, Aquarius, Sun, Taurus, Moon, Pisces, Venus, Aries, rising. Is he thinking about me? Yes. Absolutely, Lynn. I said Ron because it was a denomination of money, I think. Is he thinking about me, and is there a change anywhere in the future? So he's thinking about you, but there is no change. So sometimes y'all think that somebody thinking about you is contingent upon growth, and sometimes people just get lonely or nostalgic. So I do feel that the person that you're asking about is thinking about you heavily. I do not see them evolving. My Gemini ex has been watching my Instagram. Oh, well, I mean, the card said you would be spied on, friend. For the last 4 weeks, is he the one I cut off too quickly? What are his intentions on watching me? I don't think he has any intentions. I think he just likes having access to you, likes knowing that he has access. But I don't think there's an intention. Either you cut him off in a way where he thinks there's no chance, so he's not letting himself have an intention, or he sincerely is just burnt out, but I'm not picking up an intention. I would say reach out to him. They're telling me very loudly, reach out to him. Like eye emojis, like I see you. All right, we have here 44. Oh, wow. That's one of my old angel numbers. I appreciate you. Hi, Blue. You are always such a blessing. Should I go to Australia in January or go sooner? Thank you, Queen. I'm actually picking up that January would be better. December, though. If you go in December, either mid to late December or January, but not for the next month, not during retrograde season, because mid-December is about a week after the shadow period ends. So if you do go, it won't be for at least another month. So January feels good. If you want to go a little bit deeper into December, like late December, sure, but January feels really optimum. Let me see. Somebody said, Nadia, I forgot I ordered one until yesterday. Hopefully it's on the way. Oh, you guys are talking about the candles. All right, let's see. Hi, Blue. I love this color on you. I have not been feeling like myself at all lately, spiritually, mentally, physically, and emotionally. Is there anything I need to do because I'm feeling stuck? One of the things you need to do is have a good cry. You are very disappointed and dejected by a lot of things that you had hoped would happen that didn't happen or didn't happen in the way that you think you deserve. And so you need to go to a rage room. You need to go to a rage room. I feel like your sacral chakra and your throat chakra are backed up. Go to a rage room and start beating things up and screaming. You have a lot of pent up disappointment and sadness in your body, quite physically. I'm surprised it hasn't made you constipated, not to overshare, but that womb gut area feels very clogged up, babe. It feels very clogged up. Always Priceless said, which X is creating the fake pages I keep seeing? Well, I can't say that, babe. That's not. Which fire X? The Aries, the Sag, or the Leo? I'm picking heavy on the Leo or the Aries. I'm picking heavy on Leo and Aries, but you didn't hear that from me. All right, well, let's go back to and guys, don't forget the minimum for questions is $10. All right. We were doing Gemini. Did we do the cosmic message for Gemini? Oh, the spying, duh. All right, let's do one more message for Gemini because Geminis are being spied on and they're being told to stop crying for spilled milk. So this seems like a month of acceptance for Gemini. If you are a Gemini who's like struggling to accept what is, this feels like this month is all about you surrendering to accepting. It is what it is until it ain't, right? All right. Up next we have, let's see, overthinking, balance. Yeah, this is some Gemini's wishes coming true. Oh, that's amazing. Money. Devil attachment. Okay. Yeah, Gemini, it says that you have ended a chapter, and I think you might have heard this previously in other readings. It says that a chapter has ended and you haven't fully accepted all the things that end with it. We're going to do petty message in a second, Divine. Thank you for the reminder. But no, it says basically, Gemini, I keep on getting the same message over and over again. You've started a new chapter, ended an old one, but you're still crying over spilled milk. Either you or Gemini, this message is not for you, it's for your cross watcher. So this is for, because they said, Blue, there's a lot of Gemini cross watchers. Oh. That my spirit guide tell me you. So Gemini, some of y'all getting spied on right now. Oh my God. Some of y'all getting spied on as we speak. Oh, that's chilling. D login said, I just got my candle today. Yay! I'm so happy. Please read the directions, guys. The candles come with very explicit, very, very granular directions. I did not just sell y'all some candles for $40 and said good luck. They come with lots of directions, so please, I'm begging you, follow the directions. Yeah, Gemini. There's a lot of Gemini cross. Are there any Gemini cross watchers now who want to reveal themselves? Because this is not y'all getting the ops in every deck. I'm gonna pick up the petty cards and move on. Cause the hell. Somebody said it's enemies of progress. I see them watching. Yeah, Gemini's Sun, Moon, and Rising. Oh shit, I'm a Gemini rising. Oh wait, are my ops in here too? Oh, bunch of plot twist. Y'all know I always forget my own signs during these readings. Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising, and I'm up here like a Gemini rising, talking about some of your ops are in here. They spying on you right now, whole fucking time. Oh man, I need to read the room. Somebody said, my God, Blue, I literally keep having the same sore throat infection over and over again. Yeah, I'm picking up sacral and throat chakras are backed up for Geminis in general right now during this retrograde. I constantly feel like there's something stuck in my throat. I thought it might be tonsils. You need to know it's anger, it's rage, it's disappointment, it's sadness, it's grief. I'm happy that resonated for you, love. I'm happy that resonated. All right. Petty message for Gemini is you're being love bombed. What the fuck? Okay, Gemini, don't trust nobody. Act like a Scorpio for the rest of this month. Gemini, you're being love bombed. It says intense affection is coming on too quickly. You're getting a very excessive attention from people. It can be overwhelming, and there's a hidden need for control. Gemini, I'm not going to pull no more cards. We are clear. You need to let go of the past, or the past needs to let go of you. But you and the past need to break up. However you slice it. legit drinking my ginger ale from my see? Y'all's energy is how we do these readings. I tell people all the time, come in live, throw in your raffle ticket because the energy is very loud in here. I beg your, yes, like Gemini, either you are stuck on somebody. Ooh, I'm hearing it. Ooh, okay, Spirit. Okay, won't he use you? Okay, I just got a very specific message. A lot of the Geminis in here who are stuck on the past, because I keep on picking up that it's either the Geminis that are stuck in the past or the past is stuck on Gemini. So it can work either way because you have a lot of cross watchers. Whoever it is, if you are a Gemini or Gemini cross watcher, whoever it is that you're stuck on, they love bombed you. So you're stuck on something that was never going to happen. You're not crying over spilled milk. You're crying over imaginary milk. The milk didn't even exist. Damn. Was no milk. What in the sixth sense? This feels like Inception. Yes, in the words of Carly Red, it was all a lie. It was a lie. It was all a lie. That's a Love and Hip Hop reference for those of you who watch. But yeah, Gemini, you're not crying over spilled milk. You're crying over imaginary milk. Yikes. I just probably lost $100 saying that because I feel like there's 10 of y'all who would have asked me questions where that would have been your answer, but it's okay. I'm hearing there's about 10 of y'all who were about to ask me that question. I just lost $100 by saying that. I don't care. So let's get out the way. For every one of y'all with Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Risings, look at Mother trying to save you money in this economy. For every one of y'all with Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Risings who are about to do a $10 raffle ticket on this live right now to ask me if the spilled milk you're crying over was real, you just got your answer. Right? Coffee on me or send me a tip on fucking Cash App. Whatever it is, you just got your answer. Save the $10. Look at all y'all saying thank you. Yeah, there's several of you. There's several of you in here. There's several of you in here who are about to spend your good money today to ask me a question that many of you share the answer to. So look at God. Ooh, all right. Gemini, we're going to pivot because that was a lot. That was a lot. All right. Virgo Sun, Sag Moon, Sag Rising, Venus. Oh, there's a lot happening. I'm talking to a Gemini Sun, but they are currently unavailable. They're very unavailable. Yeah. There's not going to be the connection you want isn't happening, babe. They're very Neo, the connection you want is not happening anytime soon. I went out 6 months and didn't see it. Even if you get breadcrumbed a little bit accidentally, because I feel like this person sometimes accidentally breadcrumbs you, it's not going anywhere. There's no loaf. The crumbs don't lead to a loaf of bread somewhere. Like they're very unavailable. And it's not personal. They're very unavailable, period. Even if they're in a relationship, they're not available to their partner either. Somebody said, put that $10 towards a candle, Gemini. Oh, I love that. That's a great idea. Geminis in particular, heal thyself. Return to Sender is the candle of this season, but for the Gemini energies who are resonating what I just said, heal thyself is loud. Heal thyself and clarity and peace. Heal thyself and clarity and peace is loud for Gemini. If I don't say a candle for your sign, I apologize. I can only say what they tell me, y'all. They don't be caring about y'all's feelings. Wow, Gemini, that was stunning. We started off by saying you were crying over spilled milk, and then we ended by realizing the milk didn't exist. We're moving on. Yeah, we're moving on. I feel heavy. I feel like I just gave a lot of people some bad news all at once. Let's use the spray. Where's my tester sprays? Oop. This is my favorite one. This is my Divine Feminine spray. Yeah, I've been spraying Divine Feminine a lot. Like every time I make a Divine Feminine candle, I end up making me one and then burning it. And I feel like I look different because I keep burning. This is what I look like when I keep burning the Divine Feminine. I just realized that. I've been burning the Divine Feminine candle for like a month now. Yeah. Yeah, I've been burning it nonstop for like a month now. So, and now a bitch is ginger. Not me being the case study for my own fucking products. All right. Yes, I'm glowing because I'm very Divine Feminine. Thank you, my love. All right. So up next, we are going to do Cancer. Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Keiko, you lit one 2 days ago. Have you been doing ceremony to tap into that energy? You know, the directions of cleaning your house, making your space, getting your bowl of water. You guys, that the whole ritual of getting ready to use the candles is a vibe. I started making a playlist for my candle ritual. Oh, I love that you did. Okay, that makes me happy. All right. What does Cancer need to surrender during this retrograde season? What does Cancer need to surrender during this retrograde season? What needs to... What is... Oh, wow. Cancer needs to surrender to setting limits. You need to surrender and set boundaries. The part of you that doesn't want to set limits, Cancer, you're going to need to surrender and start setting boundaries during this retrograde. It is healthy to set boundaries in relationships. Practice expressing your needs. And remember that no is a complete sentence. So Cancer, you're going to have to practice being the bad guy. You're going to surrender being a people pleaser during the retrograde and practice being the bad guy and telling the truth. Lynn said, what's funny is this happened in October when you pulled all that for Aquarius. It all fell down because his parents don't agree with him dating outside his culture. That's crazy. Y'all have started doing this thing now where y'all keep coming back every month and the readings keep being accurate for you, but now it's like a developing plot. I know so much of y'all's business all of a sudden, and I'm gonna keep it to myself. But yeah, you dodged. Many of you have dodged a bullet. Hi, my son's B-day is coming up on the 6th of December. Yay, very nervous about it. Going bowling. Any advice, please, to make sure my son is happy? Yes, do something that he finds funny. I keep on hearing laugh, 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 laugh. You know, sometimes some birthdays can be about being attractive and looking cute in pictures. Some birthdays can be about luxury. This has to be about fun. I don't know how old your child is. Your son could be 7 or 27. But there's something about the joy of a child needs to be invoked during this birthday. So it can't be no too cool for school type shit. Yes, Lynn, you dodged a bullet, babe. All right, Sophie K says, my job and marriage are ending in December. Oh, wow. Okay, y'all come here with big questions. Shout out to you if you can get a big answer question for $10 on a raffle. I actually love that for y'all. All right, will I have any beginnings in the 2026 or find a new job? Have signed up with the January class. Can't wait. By the way, congratulations for signing up for the January class. I'm actually so excited about our Sunday class in January because the idea of doing Sunday morning like class with y'all, there's something so cozy about it during the winter. I don't know what that is. Anyways, I think there's only like 14 slots left for the Sunday class. And you guys don't be upset. I'm just saying because Sophie mentioned taking the class. After these 14 or so, I think there's 14 or 15 slots go away, I don't have any more classes that are going to be happening until September of 2026. After these 14 or so slots disappear, there will be no more opportunities to take a class with me until September of 2026. We're now in November of 2025. I'm just letting you know right now, so don't cuss me out. Okay? All right. Sophie, I see you getting a job quicker than getting anything in your love life. I don't see your love life being a major focus in a way that feels good and healthy until June for you. I see this next 6 or 8 months in particular. I'm getting a very quick download for you. This next 6 or 8 months in particular is about you streamlining. It's almost like when you pull all the stuff out of your closet to figure out what you want to put back in versus what you want to throw away versus what you want to donate. I see you streamlining a lot. I see you working on your health and fitness a lot. And not just because of the new year, new me, something about your physical fitness. So if you work out, I see you leaning on that more than usual. If you don't work out, I see you starting. There's something about your body feeling strong becoming very important to you right now. So I see you working on your health and your finances, but I don't see anything love related being impactful or honorable enough for me to do a ping on until June. I hope that was helpful. That was a lot. That felt like a lot. Thank you guys. For those of you who are saying I look nice, I actually like did my hair and got my face done today. I know. We're gonna do one more raffle. Let me see. I blocked someone earlier this year. I felt that our relationship had come to an end, but now I think I might have overreacted. Was I right in moving from him from my life? Yeah, you were right in moving on. You were right. Because here's the thing, you overreacted to what you saw, but you didn't overreact to what you were picking up on. You have really great instincts. And so if you were to tell me what happened, I would say you were overreacting based on the logic you would tell me. But there were things happening that you weren't clear about that you picked up on that made you act like that. So you actually weren't overreacting. I do see, though, there being opportunity for you and this person to engage and do a temperature check a year, at least a year after when you block them. So if you block them this April, not till next April. You guys, I'm not missing questions. It's a raffle. So it's a raffle, guys. All right. So we're moving on to Cancer. You guys, it's a raffle. It's a raffle. Not everybody's question's going to get answered. I'm arbitrarily just flinging and picking them because I can't do everybody's. All right. We're going to do Cancer next. Oh, wait. Did we do it? No, we did enough for the Gemini. No worries, my love. Every time you guys ask, I just do it so that you guys know that it's not me being mean-spirited. It's just that when we say raffle, it's quite literally a raffle. All right. What does Cancer need to surrender? We said Cancer needs to surrender to setting limits. And now we're going to say the petty. Yeah, the petty deck keeps calling to me. That's why I was getting confused for a second. Because I was like, we don't do the petty until second, third, or fourth. But Cancer, what is your petty message? They don't even want me to do the color. Cancer, why do they want me to go straight from petty and not the color? All right, let's see. Cancer's petty message is you're at a crossroads of making a life-changing decision. Cancer, you are at a crossroads. That's why they wanted me to get right to the point. Meet me at the crossroads. I'm going to tell everybody. That's your song. Not Crossroads. I was not expecting that. You want to talk about a song I haven't heard in a long time? Not Crossroads. That is Cancer. You're at a crossroads. Cancer, you're at a crossroads. All right. What is the color for Cancer at the crossroads? So you're at a crossroads being told to set boundaries. This feels like breakup season. And you need space. Ooh, Cancer, are you about to ghost people? Now, hold on. Do y'all see the story that is being created for Cancer before our very eyes? Hold on. Let me grab these cards all together. They were told to surrender to the necessity of setting boundaries. So they were told to set boundaries. When they set boundaries, they're going to find themselves at a crossroads having to enforce those boundaries. And ultimately, they're going to need space. Cancer, there can be I hate to say it, and I don't mean to sound rude, but there's going to be a lot of Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Risings who are going to be having breakups. I'm picking up breakups for y'all. Whether it's family, relationship, a job, a colleague, a partner, a best friend. Cancer, I'm feeling a breakup. Somebody said, Blue, are you recording this for rewatch? Yes, it's going to be up on my page. Don't worry. Cancer, I'm getting very loudly that there is the spirit of breakup heavy in the Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising energy that is here. That is so stunning. Crystal Lovely said, Sun Aquarius, Moon Virgo, Rising Virgo. I am apologizing to an old crush for something I was in the wrong for. Will something come from it, or will it just end any connection there? The apology is going to not be believed at first, so don't focus on what will come of it. Focus on it being believed. I don't see them believing you. They're going to be skeptical. I see you being met by cautious skepticism. So the first thing that has to come of it is that it has to land. I hope that was helpful. Cancer. Let's do some cosmic insights, Cancer. Because you're at a crossroads. You need space. You setting boundaries. Is there there's nobody else? Is there anybody else in the room with y'all? Y'all just going to be hiding from retrograde? Universe, please give us some cosmic clarity around what's going to be happening for Cancer during this retrograde season. Universe, please give Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Cross Watchers. Interesting. Cross Watchers, some clarity about what's going to be happening during this retrograde. Moving on. Oh my God. Okay. Y'all saw me pull the card. Oh, Cancer. Crossroads. I need space and I need to move on. Someone is unavailable and is a waste of time. It's over. Let it go. Jesus. If you are a Cancer who has been heavily haunted by the fear or the inkling that it's time to end something, I'm telling you right now, this universe done screamed 16 times to you. It's time to go. Take your things. The car is outside. You understand me? Irish goodbye. Homer Simpson into the bush. Close your eyes. Oh no, where am I? Can't see. Cancer. It's over. I was like, God, this feels so bad to tell people it's going to be breakup season for any natal influence. Give me a clarification. And God showed you the door. This cannot. What this is also telling me is that the Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising is stubborn as fuck, and God has to tell them 5 different ways that you it's over. It's over. This literally says unavailable, waste of time. It's over. They wrote it down for y'all thrice. I'm scared to pull any more cards before the death card jump out. The hell? Let's do a hidden message because Cancer, I'm not about to pull 3 more decks telling you to move on. Then it's going to be a casket. Then it's going to be your spirit flying to the side. I'm not doing this with y'all. Somebody said, Lord, that's me. I love it when y'all confess, when y'all hijack the energy of the live. I love when y'all do that because it be so loud. I'm like, can someone just confess? All right, what is the hidden message for Cancer? Jesus Christ. For them and whoever they're dumping or being dumped by. What is the hidden message for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and cross watchers? A cross watcher, for those who are asking, is somebody who's watching for the sign that I'm calling out, but it's not their own. So if I say Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, or cross watcher, if you're watching because you want to be nosy about something that's going on with your Leo X, you might be watching their sign as well as your own. Sometimes, guys, your message isn't for you, isn't in your category. It's in the category of the Sun, Moon, or Rising of the person you're thinking about. All right, Sun, Moon, Rising for Cancer. What is their hidden message? I couldn't let you get close to me. Yeah, it's over. We have now found 5 decks to say something's over, Cancer. I'm actually going to move on. I want to move on, okay? I am going to follow my own advice and move on at the crossroads and set some boundaries by taking some space. Do you see how heavy-handed this is? Somebody said spray the air. You're right. Because that felt like a wet fart. Cancer. Let me I'm not judging. I'm just perceiving. Oh, mon Dieu. Cancer, that was a lot. No more asparagus, Cancer. Okay. I don't want to sit in this energy no more. All right. Who's next? Because that was not cute. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all, Cancer. That was a wet fart. All right. So basically, Cancer, it's over. Get a journal. I just work here. Somebody said not asparagus. You all know what I meant when I said, you all smelt it. Raise your hand if you smelt it when I said asparagus. You smelt it. Just hot and bothered. All right. Who's next? Leo. Here comes the sun. Doo-doo-doo-doo. Oh shit, that's the song that I heard for Leo. Why are y'all acting like we're not grown? By the way, if you think I cut up here, I am 10 times more authentic in the members only area. It's in the caption, become a member. I'm just saying, you guys, my goal is to get by 1,000 members by the end of this year. We are at, let's do a members check before we move on to Leo. Leo, your song is Here Comes the Sun. Here comes the sun. Doo-doo-doo-doo. Here comes the sun. All right, so how many members do we have currently? Let's see how much you guys love me. I really want to get 1,000, guys. There's so many influencers with millions of people. Little old Blue just wants to get 1,000 members by the end of this year. I currently have, as far as members, 1111. Ooh, I would love to get 1,111. I'm so fucking with you. Sorry. I currently have 756 members. So that means I need 264. And then, I'm sorry, 244. 244. Okay. I need 244 more. Guys, help. I know at least 244 of you in here are not members of the 546. I'm just saying, 244. All right. We are going to do Leo because Here Comes the Sun keeps playing. And guys, it's so funny. The back of my deck is actually the sun. So that's kind of due. And you guys, I didn't have to shuffle for Leo because it came off really loud. Surrender to the magic of who you are. Oh. Okay, Leo, relax into your power. Shout out to you see E1 who became a member. Wait, it just says E1. I don't know why it says E1. Is that a name of somebody? All right, surrender to the magic of who you are, Leo. Be who you are. How you doing? Just playing. We all have magic in us, even in the mundane aspects of life. Remember that you are a magical being with a uniqueness and worth that comes from just being you. So they want you to just flex, child. Of all the things y'all could have told Leo, telling Leo to be even more magical. Although, to be fair, Here Comes the Sun was playing in my head before I pulled the card. So let me not be judgy. I apologize, Leo. I know y'all hate being judged. Let me not be judgy. Your song is Here Come the Sun, and you need to surrender to your own beautiful magic. Lord, telling the Leo they magic, that's not going to be obnoxious. I just work here. To the rest of the signs who are like, Blue, why are you glazing them? I just work here, child. I got to read the cards, okay? The universe is just sending me a teleprompter. I'm just reading what it says. All right, what is the color and the word? Look at the Leos all saying yay. Yay. Did I really leave that wet fart message up for that long? Why didn't y'all tell me? Why didn't y'all tell me? There's going to be a clip now with me and the word wet fart under my face for 5 minutes. I sang be who you are to a colleague this week in your tone. They looked at me crazy. Be who you are for your... This cake is cake as you can. That clip. Okay. All right. So apparently the Leos are up here just razzle-dazzling us. Never beaten the allegations, child. What's the color? What's the color? Red, passion. Oh, you're about to be obnoxious. Leo, your color is red for fire and passion. Around, okay. Here comes the sun. Do. It's stuck in my head, so that really is your song. Well, look at you, Leo. Of course, a Leo would be a ray of sunshine during a violent ass Sag, Mercury retrograde. Mercury's in retrograde in Sag, and Sag is an exalted fire sign. So Leo finding the fun in the chaos. And low-key tracks. Shout out to all the new members I see. Shout out to Kira. Oh, you're gonna make me cry. I appreciate it so much. I love it when you guys become members because then it feels like we get to build a relationship. I know. I'm such a girl. I'm just a girl. Actually, I'm not just a girl. I'm a grown woman. All right. Let's see. What is the petty message for Leo? Closure. You're smiling because you finally let go and had an emotional release. Your mantra for this month is finally free. Leo, you're finally free. Leo, sun, moon, and rising. Closure. Okay, it's so funny because Cancers were crying because they didn't want to leave out the door. Leo's on the other side of the door in the hallway about to walk to their car. There is a black SUV waiting for Leo outside. Leo has left the building already. Closure. They've let it go. It is what it is, child. Okay? It is what it motherfucking is. Here comes the goddamn sun. Shout out to you, Leo, because y'all not gonna let him go, so that's shocking. My baby dad asked me how I was doing. I said it's a lot post maternity leave. He said you should have thought about that when you decided to keep her. Wow. I'm fighting the spiral. It really hurts me, Blue. Do I gray wall the next time? Absolutely gray wall. And honestly, too, there's something about you that seems more buoyant or lighter, and he's trying to drag you down. He likes it when you are sad and when you feel needy and when you're well behaved. So when you are someone who is talking back and happy and spreading out, he does not like that. It's almost like if you're the sun, he likes to wear shades, which is why he's being shady. So gray wall him, gray rock him, yellow rock him, whatever the rocks you got. Because gray rocking is mundane, yellow rocking is a little bit more sunshiny. Whatever you do, smile like Jan Brady. Do not give him the satisfaction. Because he's intentionally trying to steal your joy. Like quite literally trying to steal your joy. Flo say, is Tennessee in the future as a move? Yes, Flo. I'm getting a yes. But I'm getting there's an interim space in between. There's something that happens before Tennessee. I don't know what that means. There's something that happens before. For Leo, what's the cosmic message for Leo? Here comes the sun. Do. Who sings that song, guys? It's all right. Do. Guardian, a lost loved one is watching over you, Leo. Oh, that's why you're having a magical retrograde. So, Leo, sun, moon, and rising and cross watcher, a lost loved one is watching over you. Oh, it's the Beatles. Okay, yes, it's the Beatles. Thank you, guys. I should be. Thank God there's British people in here too, child, because I feel like I be singing British shit the wrong way all the time. Your guardian angel's watching over you, Leo. Leo, sun, moon, and rising. The reason why you're here comes the sun. The reason why you're in a space of embracing personal magic and passion and surrendering to your own magic and recognizing that this is your time to be happy is because you have the closure that comes from acceptance. And that was in some part aided by a guide on the other side. A mother, a grandfather, somebody on the other side is calling in favors. Oh, that's beautiful. And some of you were spanked, right? Like they made you learn a very painful lesson, but now that the painful lesson has been learned, they're shooting you some bail. I'm also being told to pull one of these random oracle cards that I don't really use, and the number I got for you, word I got for you guys is safety. The number 2 and safety, guys. Yes, I did in the middle of the damn reading at Leo debut a whole new deck of cards. For those who came before, sorry, it's not democracy, child. It is what it is. But yeah, guys. Safety. Leo, your number and your word is number 2 and the word safety, Leo. This is a time of you embracing that you're actually safe. You're so used to not being safe that actually being safe, you're having a delayed reaction to it. It's like you've been hearing a car alarm going off at your neighbor's house every morning at 6 a.m. And then one day you're making your edge. You're like, wait, the alarm's not going off anymore. How long has it been since it stopped going off? You got so used to hearing it, the absence became a little deafening, right? So, yeah, guys, you're safe. You're safe. You made it to the other side. And your number is number 2, which means you might be in a space where you might want to have a buddy, a bestie, a new boo, your baby, whatever, to like just vent and about how grateful and happy you are. Oh, Bridget brought me a heating pad. Is it on? Let me see if I can turn this on. Oh, it is. Okay. It's on low. How do I put it on medium? Bridget, how does this work? Oh, now it's on high. Sorry. The heating pad is on high now. And hold on, I have to do a candy break. I've never done a tarot reading while in my lady time, but I feel like it's making me more excited. Yes, Blue's getting close to her goal. So Blue put up a target on the side. Oh, I can put up a target? How? It's a Sour Patch candy. Oh my God. That's fucking delicious. Sorry. I know sugar's not good for you, but when you are cramping, sugar's amazing. All right. Guys, we are going to... Oh my gosh, shout out to all the new members. Oh my God. Okay, don't make me cry, guys. Our goal is to get to 1,000 as close to Christmas as possible. To me, it's kind of like my Christmas gift to myself to know that I was able to do that. But sorry, this candy is fucking delicious. Let me swallow. All right, guys. Hidden message for Leo. Leo, you've gotten a really great message so far. Probably the best one. No offense. We're not competing, guys, but so far, Leo may have gotten the best message so far. Hidden message for Leo. You were the best thing in my life. To a couple of y'all out there. This heating pad is hitting. Bridget, this heating pad is amazing. Thank you. Oh, she might not even be home. You were the best thing in my life. Some of y'all's exes are like, you know what I'm saying? This heating pad's amazing. Thank you. You just saved my life. I almost had to end the live. Yeah, I had a cramp that was so bad just now, and this heating pad just completely took it away. Look at God. Y'all got exes who think they fumbled. So this is either for somebody who is a Leo, Sun, Moon, or Rising, or somebody who was dealing with the Leo, Sun, Moon, or Rising. But somewhere, somebody knows they fumbled probably what could have been the best thing that ever happened to them. Considering all my exes are Leos. Sorry, half of them are Leos, the other half are Libras, but still. This brings me satisfaction. I'm not even going to hold you. All right, one last message for... No, because Leo got extra. Leo got a whole different deck that nobody else even got. No, I will do a cosmic message. Cosmic message for Leo. Air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. It might involve a... Now, hold on. When we were doing Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising, we got fire signs might be involved. And now that we're doing Leo, Sun, Moon, and Rising, Somebody just invited me out on a date. Lord, that's actually funny. That's funny. Now on live. Okay, that's funny. What was I saying? The bell that you heard was somebody was texting me to ask me out. That's actually hilarious and wow. Well, anyways, as I was saying, what is going on today? Sorry, guys, I'm back. So the fact that when it was Gemini, it said a fire sign might be involved, and now that it's Leo, it's saying an air sign might be involved. A lot of fire and air placements. So if you are a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, or you were dealing with one, or they are a Leo, a Sag, or Aries, and you were dealing with one, it seems like those two elements are going to be having business a lot. Somebody said, Blue, go on a date and tell us about it. Ciao. Y'all, let's get back to the show, okay? Somebody said Gemini rising. It's the fucking divine feminine. It's the fucking divine feminine candles, bruh. Let me blot. I'm getting hot now. You know how they say never get high off your own supply? Y'all, I've been burning the divine feminine candle for a month. Look at me. I'm gonna ease up on burning them. I'm gonna ease up on burning them. All right. Somebody said, San Francisco, Oakland, or Oakland. Oakland. It's Oakland or NYC. It's definitely not San Francisco. So I can't tell you what to do. I'm telling you, I'm getting the highest ping for Oakland, the lowest for San Francisco, and NYC is a mezzanine wild card for you. Congratulations on getting that quick answer because I don't always get the answers that quick. And shout out to all the new members. Oh my God. Okay, sorry. Let me stop being so excited. Anyways, let's look at the next sign because I do feel like that was a lot for Leo. We spent a lot of time on Leo. And Leo, we've gotten complaints, Leo, that we spend too much time on y'all. So I'm about to pivot. Somebody said, Blue, you beautiful inside and out. You deserve love too. Oh, I agree, honey. Yeah, you get no pushback from me. Don't offer me nothing nice. I'll say yes. I'm not one of those people who finds it hard to take. I have a praise kink. I like nice shit. Yeah. You know when you offer somebody something, they're like, no, you don't have to. I'd be like, thank you. You got anything else back there? Thank you. Run me my things. Yeah, don't ever fake offer me shit that's good because I will say yes. Okay? I will say yes. The world is abundant, and so is my appetite for life. All right. Somebody said she's a Taurus, y'all. Exactly. Do not offer me nice shit and think I'm finna say no to be cute. No. Yes. Can I have one for my friend too? She in the car. The fuck? Another one. Thank you. Another one. Thank you. Yo, whenever I go to like a buffet or something, it's always so funny because I'll make a plate for the table and then make my plate and then have an emergency plate in case we don't want to get up because we have too much food in our stomach. Like I'm always trying to trick on people. It's so weird. Being a tourist just means tricking on people because you love them. It ain't tricking if you got it, but even if I don't got it, I might find something. It's weird. All right, so we're doing what comes after Leo? Virgo. Oh. Virgo, don't embarrass me. A couple of times I've done Virgo readings when shit has gotten left. Virgo. Ooh, this bang. This bang right here. This bang. There we go. Oh, that's so satisfying. I feel like ASMR. Okay. Yo, I think my edible just hit. I might do edible readings behind the paywall for members. That might be an interesting social experiment. Because you guys realize that whenever I'm tired, have drank alcohol, or had medicinals, it actually opens up my gift more. All right. For Virgo, you're being asked to surrender to complete healing. Virgo, you're overthinking your healing. Virgo, you're overthinking your healing. Open fully to loving, compassionate forces of the universe that support your physical, emotional, and spiritual healing. You're going to actually have to open up to letting yourself being supported by others during your healing process. You can't heal yourself, Virgo. You know when Keisha KR said she does all these things for Gucci Mane, and when they said who does something for her, she said, oh, I'm not weak. I can do it for myself. No, you can't. In the words of Maya Angelou, nobody can do it out here on their own. So Virgo, I'm hearing very loudly, you need to surrender to completely healing with the help of community. I'm hearing that loudly. You need to surrender to healing through the help of community. All right, we'll see a quick question. This heating pad is saving my life, y'all. This live would have ended 20 minutes ago without this heating pad. I'm thinking of moving soon. Will I stay in the city, Portsmouth, Virginia, or will I be moved out of my city, Suffolk, Virginia? I see you staying for a while and then the move being abrupt. Something feels abrupt. If anything happens, I see it happening abruptly. As if a rash decision was made or a last minute decision was made or something important fell through. I just feel it being an abrupt move. If you do move, it's going to be very abrupt. Somebody said felt that Virgo reading. All right, let's do the color. The color I'm getting... Ooh. Hold on. The color that I just got was for what I was just feeling, so that might have been me. All right, you guys, universe, let's pray. Let's pray. That smells nice. All right, what is the color for Virgo, universe? What is the color for Virgo? Close my eyes. The color for Virgo is... Are you serious? Somebody said anxious. Why? Okay, Virgos, stop being anxious because I pulled the anxious card twice. And I put it back in because I was like, maybe it's because I'm cramping. But if that's y'all in here, stop. The color, okay. What I got for you guys is energy. This I'm feeling very heavily is going to be anxious energy, nervous energy. So you're getting the color like burnt orangey red, and I'm feeling nervous energy. You're going to have to find a way to regulate your nervous system during this retrograde, guys. If you're a Virgo, sun, moon, or rising, or in my case, a Virgo stellium, who has a meditation practice, who takes walks, who, I don't know, does some sort of exercise that they find soothing, who has a hobby that they love, you're going to need to rely on that very heavily during this retrograde because you're going to have to be self-soothing. It's almost like when you're traveling with the child on the plane, you bring a binky or a toy so the kid that has a distraction so that everybody else on the flight doesn't have to hear them screaming for the entire flight. It's like you're the parent and the child in that scenario. Your adult evolved self is going to have to be soothing your inner child during this retrograde because you're going to be nervous a lot. I'm picking up shaky energy, just all jittery and shit. Did I really just do that? That just really... What the fuck was that? The shit y'all let me get away with. Okay, your petty card is energy vampires. Whoa. Things have been so positive. I didn't... Oh, okay. Draining connections need to be cut. Toxic influences need to be cut. Protect your energy. It's time to cut cords. So guys, what are the chances that I picked up anxiety and nervous energy as your influence for this retrograde season? And they said that's in part because of energy vampires. Oh, okay. That was cracking the case. This is so fun. I feel like I'll be on these adventures with you and we'll be finding out messages together. Like, so you're going to have to be really careful about who you give energy to, not just in the physical sense, but energetically as far as thinking about them, right? Like if you have an ex or an old friend who you like to obsess about, cut that off too. Sometimes when it says cut the cord doesn't have to mean communication. The cord could be with somebody who you've already cut communication with verbally, but you're telepathically still connected to them, right? I feel like a lot of you in here, Virgos, in the same way that I found a candle for the previous signs, for Virgo, for you, I'm hearing a lot of spiritual baths. Virgo in particular, I'm hearing spiritual baths. Yeah, I'm hearing spiritual baths. You all need different candles for different things, but the product I'm hearing for you guys is spiritual baths. And also for your cosmic message, I got health. Health issues could arise. Virgos, you could be actually stressing yourself sick in the upcoming influence if you're not careful. Sun, moon, and rising. And I'm a Virgo stellium, so I'm sincerely was just telling Mike the other day, Shout out to Mike, by the way. He's going to come back on the show sometime soon. I was telling Mike the other day about how I wanted to be an anti-inflammatory diet because he had mentioned that he's passionate about that as well. And because I've been thinking about how stress impacts my system, right? Like so much of what's killed my people, my family, made my mother sick currently with kidney failure, comes from stress-related side effects, right? Because when you're constantly stressed, you get hypertension. When you get hypertension, it eats away at your kidney. And that's how you end up getting dialysis, like my mom, right? So thinking about health as somebody with so much Virgo in my chart, this is actually a wake-up call. You're going to stress yourself into sickness or inflammation or complications if you don't cut off the cords energetically and literally from people and things that are causing you unnecessary stress. For those who are asking questions, don't forget it's a $10 minimum for questions for the raffle. All right, let's see. What's the next card? Because that was very thorough. Let's do a hidden message for Virgo. I don't feel like we have anything else to say to Virgo. Your message, Virgo, was very clear and concise. And the hidden message for Virgo or cross watchers, sun, moon, and rising Virgos or cross watchers, the hidden message is, I replay our conversations over and over. Virgo, what did I tell you? You're ruminating. Much like Gemini, you're ruminating, you're overthinking. Either a Virgo, sun, moon, rising, or somebody who is cross-watching for a Virgo, sun, moon, or rising. You keep playing the conversations over and over. Let it go. Yikes. Moving on. I have to move on from that one. I actually have to. All right, let's do it real quick. Getting a pull to leave my job and pivot into a new career. Don't leave yet. Is that something I should follow? Also, you talked about sickness and I got the flu. I'm a Virgo stellium. Yeah. Oh my God, I'm a Virgo stellium and I've been sick all week. Why do I keep getting shocked in my own readings? This is getting old. I'm so sorry, guys. I really am like Dory. I tell my tarot clients all the time, it's like getting a tarot reading from Dory from Finding Nemo. I'll have like an epic download and then forget everything. So the fact that I keep forgetting my own fucking chart is so on brand for me. Okay, guys, we're going to be doing Libra. Let's do the new deck first for Libra. Something about the Libra said new deck. New deck. What's the... Okay. Let's do this deck. You Gonna Be My Baby? For Libra, the song that I'm hearing is New Flame by Chris Brown and Usher. If you guys don't like Chris Brown, please do not cuss me out. I'm just telling you the song that I heard. I heard a song, okay? Spirit guys don't get into politics a lot of times. You Gonna Be My Baby? New Flame. Oh, of course Libra would get New Flame. You guys are never beating the allegations. Libra, your number is number 16 and your word is control. Libra, there's something about you needing to release control. Release control. Sun, moon, and rising. Somebody said, you love that new song? Well, New Flame is the song for Libra, and they're being told to release control. It's so funny. I was told to grab this deck instead of the other surrender deck. So I'm happy I listened to that because that was very concise. What is the color for Libra? What is the color for Libra? Somebody said the last... Is that true? The last couple of readings, Libra... Do they? Because I know I just work here. I don't be knowing. Does Libra always want a new deck? Wow. I love when y'all pick up patterns because, you know, I don't when it comes to doing this. You Gonna Be My Baby? That song is stuck in... Yeah. Libra, your song is New Flame. They can... Okay. Oop. Libra, you got two. You got orange and green. Rejection and rest. If you are a Libra who's been rejected by a job, a person, or opportunity, that was protection and God telling you it's time to rest because you couldn't have the bandwidth for it anyways. That is wild. Rejection and rest. They were stuck together. Rejection and rest. The rejection is telling you to rest, not to go harder in the paint. It's telling you to rest. I love orange. So whenever I see orange, it's so funny because now I look more orange. Not release control. I got a question. Should I keep my current role or pursue previous or new role? Stay in your current role for now. Don't do anything new until February. Right now, you need to you need rest. I don't even know what your sign is, but you need rest. It came through loud. Sorry. I don't mean to sound like somebody's mama. By the way, Cheech saw me with my hair like this. She's like, you look like one of those housewives. Like one of the housewives. Yeah, no. SJ, you need rest, my love. You need rest. Do not pursue anything new until February. I'm hearing February very loud. I'm hearing February for a couple people today. That's interesting. But I'm hearing February very loud for you. It almost feels like January is going to be a hangover from 2026 for a lot of people. You guys, by the way, mark your calendars. I'm doing a New Year's Day I don't know, like a telethon. I'm gonna be live a lot on the day of New Year's, which I think is a Thursday this year. I was born on a Thursday. I love Thursdays. So guys, I just need you to know a lot of you are going to be hungover in January from everything that's happening in 2025. Oh, hey Tony. Hi. You look oh, thank you, friend. Bridget loves this color on me. She called Cheech and she was like, Blue's wearing the best wig she's ever worn. And her top, I'm like, now you just glazing it. But no, I think it's the color. I think it's the color. I'm back to being a ginger, y'all. I'm back to being a ginger. Members only or public. There will be very little public. Most of it will be members only. I'll do like a public thing to say, hey, what's up? We exist. And then I'm probably going to run back. You guys, to me, the holidays is for the members because we're building a family here quite intentionally. Now, right now, I'm still a little bit stunned that Libra got rejection and rest. But, you know, because Libra think they're cute and they like to be outside, whatever didn't happen was telling you to sit down, Libra. Okay? What is their gossip card? I feel like the petty card would be great for Libra right now. Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising. If you, those of you who are coming in late, remember it's $10 for a raffle ticket for a question to be answered. Make it a single question, and it's a raffle, so it's not guaranteed. And if you want to watch the previous readings, please, please, please just watch the replay. All right. Let's see this question. Donna says, Virgo Sun here. I'm chatting to a few men's on Hinge. I know that's right. And one on IG who isn't a complete stranger. Am I wasting my time, energy, or is any one of them going to lead to something? I see you hunching someone. You are going to, if you're not sexually active now, I do see you being sexually active towards the end of the year, going into the new year. Donna, is you already hunching? You don't have to answer if you don't want, but is you already hunching, Donna? Because I feel it. And I'm trying to be respectful because we're in a public place. Not y'all in here talking about get it, Donna. Donna finna be, y'all, when y'all ask me questions, you're giving me consent to tap into your energy. That's all I'm going to say. Yes, in the words of Miss Evelyn, we actually quoted her on Carlos King today. Laying it low and spreading it wide, right? Laying it low and spreading it wide. Let me stop. You know what it is? Because I had planned to do members today, I'm talking as if we're in the members chat. Let me remember where the fuck I am. Sorry. All right, back to the petty cords or whatever for Libra. Your petty card is toxic love. Jesus wept. Rejection is protection, Libra. It was toxic. In the same way we told them Cancers it was over. Pain disguised as passion. Yikes. Jesus Christ. I'm so sorry. Pain disguised as passion. Addictive patterns. Harmful attachments. I can't live without it, but you're really acting like a crackhead. Oh, my Lord. It's toxic. It's toxic. I don't like this song. Okay. Libra, it started off so cute. And what's the cosmic message? Libra, this is a Libra, respectfully. Y'all real pretty, but this is a mess. I agree. Cracked out is crazy work, and yet, look at y'all. Somebody wants a commitment. You got commitment followed by caution. Say no. Okay, no. Commitment followed by caution. If you are a Libra in a toxic relationship right now, do not commit to this person during retrograde. Please, I beg. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Crosswatcher. A Crosswatcher is somebody who's watching for that sign. It's not their own sign. Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Crosswatcher, rejection. Or, oh, shit. There's a Libra who might be wanting to propose who's going to get rejected. Yeah, there's, okay. Oh, boy, yeah. Libra, this ain't the time for the commitment. It's not it. It's not. Somebody said, oh my God, I want to say yes though. Say no. All you gotta do is say no. That's the song. Remix. Yeah, that's the song. Say no. Actually, you have free agency. Do what you want. I just work here. I'm just reading the cards. Okay, the thoughts of the cards are the thoughts of the cards alone, and Bluetooth Lusma ain't got shit to do with none of this. Don't send me no fucking tiki-takis of you turning down a proposal because the lady on the TV. Don't do that. All I got is I just work here. Okay? I got rejection. I got toxic love. I got caution around commitment. I just told you what the card said. Don't nobody in here have, because some lady just got sued for stealing somebody's husband. I don't want to get sued for somebody not being somebody's wife. Don't put me in it. You decide. Okay? The internet's a weird place. I felt like I had to say that. But child, say no. Here's the thing. If this is for you, you already know. Somebody said you can just go ahead and skip Scorpio. Y'all, it's retrograde. You guys understand these are retrograde readings, right? Like being positive is actually just... I'm not skipping Scorpio. Virgo, Sun, Libra, Rising, Cap, Moon, get some F during... Why? No, don't say that. Don't say that. This is saying that you need to have a lot of discernment, which is actually great advice for any retrograde sign, right? But this is saying that retrograde is a time of discernment, and if it doesn't work, don't force it. In fact, the mantra I'm getting for Virgos and Libras, funny enough, is flowing, not forcing. If you are a Virgo or a Libra, Sun, Moon, or Rising, I keep on hearing flowing, not forcing. Flowing, not forcing. So this is not that you're fucked, it's that you're flowing. But you're a control freak, so being flow in a space of flow feels like you're fucked. That part. You're not fucked, you're just not in charge. Well, hidden message. Let's do a hidden message for Sun, Moon, and Rising. Hidden message for Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising. That girl said, you might as well just skip Scorpio. I don't like this. It's time for me to heal now. Well, it's almost like I'm saying, y'all, the cards keep saying the same thing. Libra, whatever doesn't happen naturally without being forced doesn't belong to you. I used to always say anything I gotta lie, shrink, or beg or chase to keep doesn't really belong to me. If I gotta lie to keep it, it's not really mine. If I gotta chase it down to keep it, it's not really mine. If I gotta beg to keep it, it's definitely not fucking mine because it's not happening. A Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Cross Watcher needs to hear that. We're gonna pivot to Scorpio, guys. Let's do Scorpio because my meds are starting to wear off, and I want to make sure that I at least do this. And guys, yes. Oh, before I forget, let me right now, because my ADHD will whoop my ass after I lay down. Let me right now reschedule the whatchamacallit, the book club for Sunday. Thank you for the grace that you guys are giving me on doing that. So we're gonna enter. Give me a second, guys. I'm changing the thing. Oh, I look cute. I haven't seen myself this entire time. All right, we're gonna edit and change it to Sunday the 16th at 2:30 p.m. Pacific, which is 5:30. So it'll be like a nice cozy time. We can get some tea, some hot toddies, some comfortable PJs. You know what I'm saying? Get you a little legally obtained edible. Get you a little charcuterie plate on a Sunday. Get some candles and shit, light some incense. And then we have a little book club meeting. Ooh, it's going to be fun, y'all. Okay, sorry. I just got myself excited. All right. What is the message for Scorpio? What does Scorpio need to surrender? Sunday's going to be a vibe. Sunday at 2 o'clock Pacific, 5 o'clock Eastern. We are going to be doing our first ever. And here's the thing, guys. Do y'all understand that the book for the book club is tagged on our post? I think it actually might also be tagged. Yeah, it's tagged. It's actually in the description. If it's not, I'll put it in the description. If you start the audiobook tonight, for those who are new members, you could be done by Sunday. Maybe the reason why I got sick this week and the book club is getting moved out is because more of you are supposed to show up. I'm just saying. So if you are a new member, somebody who just became a member, please go to the post and look into my flow, or Gia, somebody in here, look in here and let me know if the book club is in the caption. I think I put it in the caption. And you guys can listen to the audiobook and be done by Sunday and join us for our cozy book club meeting. It's going to be a great conversation. The book is Kennedy Ryan Can't Get Enough. All right. Surrender to passion. Why do we keep on getting? Okay, it's a lot of Scorpio surrendering to passion. Okay. Empress said shuffle them well. Well, Empress, we got passion, honey. We got passion. So, Flo said the audiobook is about 16 hours. Listening to two different voices is yummy. It is. Flo, have you gotten to the at the 50% mark? Shit gets real grown. The protagonist, I'm not even gonna lie. I picked the protagonist because the bitch reminded me of myself. I'm not even gonna hold you. I like me, so I like her. So yeah, the protagonist acts a lot like me, and so it's very interesting. It's gonna be fun. Mother has a time. And here's the funny thing. I'm not being facetious when I say it. She works in media, knows a lot of celebrities behind the scenes, has a mother who is aging and needs increasing support, is bi-coastal flying to check on her mother and simultaneously trying to find the right nigga. That's all she gotta do is throw on a fucking ginger wig and it's me, yo. Like seriously. But it's a really fun read. It's really fun. I wanted the first book to feel optimistic and not heavy. Anyways, somebody said the taking the things out the drawer scene is phenomenal. Ha! All right, who are we on? Scorpio. Scorpio, this is someone that's a passion. Y'all gonna be hunching too. All right, what's Scorpio's color? Oh, I love that. If the audiobook is 16 hours and today is Friday, y'all could have a good old binge all weekend. All right, so what is the color? Trust. You got like a cerulean blue, and your word is trust. Scorpio. Damn, telling a Scorpio to trust is like telling a donkey not to hee-haw. Well, try, Scorpio. I know it doesn't come naturally, but trust. Okay? Trust. Cerulean trust. Yes, guys, I do know most of the shades of blue. It's a weird little tick of mine. All right. The petty card. Let's do the petty card. We're going faster because my meds are wearing off. The petty card for Scorpio is side piece. Oh, okay. Well, after okay. I understand the contradiction in this. To get trust and then side piece clearly is a story that's about to reveal itself. Okay. Secret romance, hidden affairs, being second choice, only late night calls. So you're being told to trust your instincts. Oh, fuck. Well, I was And underneath it, you got a deep fake. Somebody is fraudulent. Okay, well, that just took a turn. I should have known that was too optimistic for fucking Scorpio. All right, Scorpio, let's talk. Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Crosswatcher. They are saying that if you have any feelings that you are not being prioritized, or if you have any feelings that you're being decentered in a space where you very reasonably need to be centered, trust your gut. There's a little heart in the middle. Trust your gut. Was not expecting that. Okay, let's do a cosmic message. You guys, these are general messages. Take what applies and leave what doesn't. If that does not apply to you, please do not try to force it. Okay, because just like last week when we did the monthly readings at the first Tuesday, and we saw that Aquarius who was sleeping with a married man, that was for one very specific person, and she called me and we had a nice chat about it. That wasn't for every Aquarius, right? So to do what your gut tells you is actually yours. Date night, getting ready to be wined and dined. Okay, so for the singles out there, it feels like the single Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and Risings, and even the cross watchers might be going on dates, but you might be kissing a lot of frogs. You might be kissing a lot of frogs. Okay, Patricia said, my sister's husband's parents are willing to accommodate me in the state I'm applying for a job in. Should I take the opportunity, and how soon should I move? You would need to have a exit strategy to take it. Only take the opportunity with an exit strategy. Like I see something like, hey, here's a plan about you guys will let me stay here for 90 days for free. And if I need to stay longer than 90 days, I'll pay you this amount, whatever. They're saying it's only a yes if you have explicit checks and balances up front. Because I see there being a miscommunication based on assumption. Like we all have different ideas about it means to be a good housemate, right? Some people might think, well, clearly the way I was raised, you have to clean up after yourself, never go to bed with the empty, with the dishes in the sink, always make sure you wipe down the shower after your turn. Like some people have very rigid, what they think is common sense rules about how to coexist with others. Other people are very live and let live. And there are other people who don't even think about what they need until it's happened. And then now they're harboring resentments because they didn't proactively set a boundary. So for you in particular, you can go, but there has to be a strong entrance and exit strategy and strong metrics around checks and balances. You guys have very different perceptions of what reasonable is. That's the only ping that I'm getting. Let me see. This one said, what is likely outcome regarding the promotion I was promised? I don't normally do outcomes because those are up to chance, but I can do probabilities though. And what guidance should I follow to ensure I receive the level of recognition and compensation I deserve? You need to take more initiative. You need to figure out how to take initiative when it's not being combative or self-advocating. Like they're picking up that you have great ideas, but you are not showing enough of like, I'm an expert. You know that old saying, dress for the job you want, not the job you have? It's one of those situations where you have to almost elevate. There have been times where when I was younger, I would be working in a job as an administrative assistant, but I had so much initiative, they would promote me to manager because they're like, you're already acting like a manager. We didn't even know that you had that in you, right? So they're telling you to be more aspirational in the way that you show up. Also, you regarding the promotion, I'm getting a 70 to 30 that you get it, but it feels like the person who promised it to you or whatever ecosystem promised it to you is dragging their feet. They're not excited about giving it to you. Does that make sense? It feels like someone's going to feel like they're obligated to give it to you, but they're not going to be excited about giving it to you. So make sure that you have your own excitement and that you're not relying on an external factors. I don't care how much they try to act like haters, like, here, take it. Be like, thank you. Be like me. Thank you. Another one. Thank you. Be your own optimist when it comes to this promotion. Okay, that was a long answer, but that energy was very loud. Someone said, hey, Blue, Gemini, Sun, Sag, Moon, Cancer rising. I'm trying to figure out career things. I'm currently a therapist, but I want to do more. Also, any kind of recommendations for you? You need clarity and peace and heal thyself. You need clarity and peace and heal thyself a lot because you project what you want done to you by doing it for others. You're not great at asking or advocating for what you want. I feel like there's some more introspection that needs to be done on your half before you work with others any deeper. I almost could feel you being a therapist who starts doing like a vlog and you start being introspective and working through your own shit and that having an impact on your creative endeavors. But it feels like you're very externally focused and right now they're asking you to turn inward. Very specific, I know. Sorry, guys. All right, yeah, I think because my edible hit, my answers are getting much more specific than usual. Let's continue. What sign are we on, guys? Are we still on Scorpio? Okay, let's do a Scorpio. Scorpio, what number? What lucky number for Scorpio? Scorpio, your number for this month is 21, magic. So I'm feeling that Scorpios are going to be very intuitive this month. Super intuitive, which is funny because water signs aren't known for being intuitive. But Scorpio, I feel like your antenna is going to be pinging a lot. So again, Scorpio, normally I make fun of y'all for having trust issues, but this month that's coming up, this November 9th to December, around 4th-ish energy, because, you know, the retrograde phases in and phases out. From now until the top of December, Scorpio, trust your instincts, but also verify that it's not just trauma. The coach in me always has to say verify. All right. What is the tarot message for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and Rising? Tarot message for Sun, Moon, and Rising. Pentacles. Ooh, money. I see a lot of... Oh, Scorpio. Scorpio, if you have a new business idea or a new relationship or a new anything that you're excited about, they're saying invest heavily. So trust your gut about the things that you don't want to invest in. Be very, very careful about people who try to love bomb you, have you be a side piece, or who act like deep fakes, because side piece and deep fake tells me that you might have some frogs who are, you know, jumping around you, trying to get you to kiss them, thinking they're a prince. So even if it's not about romantic relationships, let your instincts tell you who's full of shit. But I do see, first of all, the Emperor card is a card of I think I can do whatever the fuck I want, right? This is strong, divine, masculine energy. Scorpio, your energy this month is actually divine masculine. Clearly, I have been steeped in divine feminine, okay? The more I burn this candle, But Scorpio, your energy is more divine masculine this month, where I see you being a go-getter. And you got the Sun card, which is quite literally the happiest card in the entire deck. And you also got the Nine of Pentacles, which is a woman who is single and abundant. This is like the rich auntie of the zodiac, Nine of Pentacles, right? She's literally the rich auntie in her garden. And for those of you who are taking the tarot class, you're going to learn about her more in the class. She's a rich auntie wearing her beautiful gown with all her money in her garden, right? So I see you being very much about making sure that you take care of yourself really, really, really well. Advancing education. I feel like there might be some Scorpios in here who are going to be signing up for a class of some sort or something to teach them a new skill. I see there's Scorpios out there who are going to be sitting down and finally working at that business plan. I see Scorpios who maybe are trying to self-publish a book, who are going to find themselves finally pulling the trigger and getting the ball rolling, getting it out to the public. I just see a lot of strong Emperor energy, right? This is strong Aries energy, strong masculine, divine masculine energy. Even if you are a feminine or female identified human, just make sure that you understand that you know the big dick energy, the BDE is still strong with you this month. And there's a way to make BDEs very sexy and androgynous as a woman, so that's not necessarily a gendered thing. Scorpio, I'm not going to belabor the point with you. Trust your gut and keep your side eye open and ready to be aimed where it belongs. You understand? Trust your gut. All right, we're gonna, hidden message. I just heard loudly. What's the hidden message? The hidden message for Scorpio is, I know I messed up everything. Scorpio, you might find yourself calling bullshit on somebody who doesn't have a defense. If you find yourself cussing somebody out and they don't have a response, they really don't have a response. All right, hold on, me. Ladies, don't we all hate when we have on lip gloss and we get that white line? I'm always making sure I don't have that white line. All right. Let's do, what comes after Scorpio? Sag. It's a lot of energy. Okay, let's do Sag. Let's do Sag. Sag, the song that I'm hearing for you very loudly is kick off your shoes and relax your feet. Party on down to the escape beat. Just kick it. Just kicking it. Just kicking it. Sag, very just kicking it energy. Kick off your shoes and relax your feet. Hey, party on down to the just kick it. Just kicking it, Sag. Why y'all getting just kicking it? Let me find out. Y'all just want to see who all's over there. Yes, escape, just kicking it. God, the random ass song. Some of the songs that come through are songs that I'd never listened to. So it's always fascinating. All right. Rest. You really are just kicking it. Just y'all kicking it with your eyes closed. Okay. You're kicking it hard. Okay, what is the petty? What's the petty message for Sag? Because I'm curious. If your song is just kicking it and you tired, you want to lay down, I'm gonna go lay down. Just kicking it. Bag secured, achieving goals, mission accomplished. You got it on lock. Oh, okay. Who was the other sign that had direct deposit? Was it Taurus or Gemini? It might have been Taurus. Taurus, you and Sagittarius. Sagittarius and Tauruses. Okay, the bag is secured. Y'all, okay. Look, can I hold $20, Sag? Can I? Oh, by the way, for any of you who are new here, whenever you tip me, YouTube takes 33.3%. So if you give me $10, I get $6.60. But there is a Cash App link for those who want to tip me via Cash App. I didn't know y'all were using it until recently. I went to go pay my cleaning lady, and I was like, why is the money already in there? And I realized that y'all had sent me tips. Blue Toulouse 2. Without the 2, it's going to my old phone and therefore nobody. Blue Toulouse 2. But thank you for that. Interesting. Sag. Interesting. What do you need to surrender? What does Sag need to surrender? Because this energy is so jovial and so chill. What could they possibly need to surrender? Surrender your belief in scarcity because abundance is here because you've secured the bag. Okay, this is perfect. Okay, this is actually, I love how these cards be answering me. Sag, this is going to be your time to surrender your belief in scarcity because you secured the bag. This is, in this economy, this is an epic message. It says the universe is asking you to open to the infinite nature of abundance in this way. You can remove blocks in your life and succeed beyond your wildest dreams. Sag, they always say don't sign contracts during Mercury retrograde. I would say for you guys, the asterisk is don't sign contracts, but apply for jobs. If you are a Sag, Sun, Moon, and Rising, or a Sag cross watcher, please apply for jobs, because the opportunity to hit a lick, the opportunity to unexpectedly hit a lick out of nowhere. You've applied for some shit as a joke and then they call you back. You're like, oh shit, I was just playing. There's 2 Sagittarius in particular in here who are going to end up watching this and applying for something and it coming through. At least 2. I'm picking it up very strongly. Okay. Sagittarius, let me hold $20. I'm saying. In this economy, child. All jokes aside, though, I'm very happy for you guys. That's a really positive message. All right, where's the cosmic message for Sag? Patience, just a few more months and the good things are coming. They're headed towards you right now. Sag, apply. Sag, Sun, Moon, and Rising, apply. Shout out to the new members. I appreciate you, Mika. That makes me so happy. Naomi says, am I doomed? Naomi, what? No. Will I ever catch a break, and should I just leave the job? I do not feel welcome or trust anyone right now. You do need to leave the job, but your savings account, Naomi, I'm going to ask you, how long can you stay to save up a little bit more money before you leave? Stay for as long as you can without going crazy and then leave, but they're saying that your savings account is currently a little bit too anemic. It always breaks my heart when you guys want to leave and then they're telling me that y'all ain't got enough money saved up. But that's literally what they're saying. That money's still a little too funny, Naomi. So I know that you want to leave, and that's amazing, and I support you, but they're saying that you need a bigger cushion. Whatever cushion you have isn't thick enough. Creme brulee is a Sag, and now I want creme brulee. That's the thing about being on your cycle, child. Don't mention no cakes or cookies around me because I will want them. I think Bridget's taking me to Trader Joe's after this. I'm excited because, I'm sick, and so she's here. She's going to drive me over there so I don't have to lug all that shit on my own. All right. Sag. I'm not doing this message. I'm reshuffling. My gut just told me to reshuffle. I'm not doing that message. Yeah, this is the one I thought. I love you unconditionally. Sag, you're deeply loved. If you're distant from someone right now, if you think that you can reach out to them and still be safe, do it. Did you hear the if? Sag, if you're missing someone right now, if you think you can reach out and still maintain your safety, do it. I'm hearing that very loudly. We're literally going for those. I literally was watching the Kev on Stage video about the cornbread chips, and I said, so Bridget, you're taking me to Trader Joe's, yes? So yeah, we're literally going to try out those viral. You know what I really love from Trader Joe's? Their sweet plantain chips. They have the best and most addictive sweet plantain chips I've ever had in my entire life as a Caribbean woman, to the point where I sometimes go years without eating them because I know the minute I eat them, I will become obsessed for like a month. So yeah, tricky. I'm going to do the Golden Girls deck for Sag's Tarot. So Sag, so far, it's telling you to reach out to people if you don't think that you can be safe. It's telling you that your money is going to be up. It's telling you to apply for all those jobs, swing for the rafters. A lot of you in here are going to have a surprising yes. That's amazing because retrograde is usually a little rude. All right, what does this deck say? Sag, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Crosswatcher. Sag, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Crosswatcher. Give and take. Ace of Wands. Sag, you might be a little horny. I'm not gonna hold you. Literally a hand holding a big stick. Sag, you're also gonna be focused on romance and relationship. So for those of you out there who are single, that is gonna come up for you. I do see y'all doing a little something strange, not for some change though. Although sex workers work, I'm not judging. But Sag, I do see you doing a little something strange. So just don't blow your money partying when you get the check. There's going to be a Sag out here who's going to get an unexpected bounty and want to spread it. Spend it. I meant to say spend it, but I said spread it. Wait, you guys, the way y'all just be confessing. Yes. Okay. Thank you for your transparency, D. A lot of you are going to want to spread it and spend it. And they're saying just relax a little bit. Jesus. Yeah, the star. Y'all want to be outside. Okay, Sag. Okay, so Sag, we need to talk. The money, you need to keep it. When you get money and then you spend it the next day and then it's gone again, that's not what this is supposed to be. So what I'm hearing is, Sag, you see how cool it was, just kicking it, and do, and then the money's gone. Sag, stop. This is why I have trust issues with Sagittarius. You see how we started off so cute, and by the end you was hunching and spreading the money and spending it, and now you back to broke. Sag, if you get any money during this retrograde, do not spend the money like that. I can't have nothing nice. I was showing all my teeth. I was all happy for y'all. Embarrassing. Okay. Look at this. Not a single Sag is denying it. They're all laughing and saying heard because y'all know yourselves. You know yourself. Get it on Monday, spend it by Thursday, child. Okay. You know what? Sag, what is a number for y'all? 17. Decisions. Y'all need to make better decisions. Somebody said there was big chilling. Yeah, big chilling on the private jet. Now they gotta take the bus home. Sag, please. Okay, well played. NG said I spent it on your class. Don't do that. Well played, NG. That's an investment, though. That's not big spending. Oh, big pimping also popped up for Sag. What is going on, Sag? Okay, Sag, how we go from just kicking it to big pimping? Y'all remember that song, Big Pimpin', Spend It? I don't want to get a copyright because, I sing it so much like the real, they might think that it's a copyright infraction. Yeah, it is Big Jay-Z and Jay-Z's a Sag. Oh, that makes sense. Y'all, please don't be spending the cheese. Please don't spend it on PIMP. Please. Not up at NYC. Please don't. I'm begging you. Yes, we all know Jay-Z's a Sag. We're very clear. In fact, this Mercury retrograde energy clears up around his birthday on the 4th. Yeah, so I got a pimp in order to kick it. See, this is how y'all, okay. I just work here. I said the messages. If you don't want to listen to them, don't say I didn't warn you, but do not come back here at the first Tuesday of December talking about I should listen to the lady because now my money is gone. Sag, your biggest issue during retrograde is spending money. Before you even get the bag, watch you secure. And for some of y'all, securing the bag don't mean getting money. It means you bought a bag. I have nothing else to say to you, Sag. I love y'all. Have a savings account, please. All right. Galaxy says, a Sag sun here, Scorpio and Cap Venus, healing and dealing with a lot of personal trauma, healing breakup school. How do I thrive in the dark? You need a vacation, but not a vacation like spending money on a trip, like somewhere really pretty. Like you need to go to like a beautiful botanical garden or something and have a really good meal. Even though you're saying Sag, Scorpio, Pisces, this feels very Taurus, Libra energy. Like there's something in your chart where luxury and niceness and soft things and things that smell good and feel good, like something that feels like it's feeding your senses would lift your spirits. Are you very artistic? I wouldn't be surprised because there's something about you pleasing the senses will help bring you down and help you think your way out of this. You're going to end up thinking your way out of this by being innovative, but you can't get to that space of creative innovation unless you're relaxed. And the thing that for whatever reason makes you feel the most relaxed, Galaxy, is luxury. I hope I answered your question, but that was very specific. We're going to move on to Capricorn because I'm tired, being honest. Okay, now I'm excited about Sunday. What does Shanta say? I'm not always there when you call, but I'm always on time. That's the Cap song. Maybe that's God talking to you. Oh, you like the hair and makeup? It just happened. The fact that I was laying on the couch looking homeless a couple hours ago, my God, today, huh? Some hair and some makeup. I woke up looking like who did what to who. Look at me now, looking like a person. Crazy work. All right. Surrender to silence, baby. I'm not always there when you call, but I'm always on time. Not Ashanti. But I feel like that's God saying that to y'all. Cap, I feel like God is saying I'm not always there when you call, but I'm always on time. So surrender to the silence. In quiet meditation or contemplation, let go and enter the stillness within. Silence can heal and replenish you. I feel like Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Risings are going to spend a lot of time talking to God or whatever entity they believe in. Maybe the God within if you're agnostic. But I feel there's going to be a lot of soul-searching, hermit-like conversations between Capricorns and themselves. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Cross Watcher. So if you have a Capricorn in your life who seems very pensive over the next 2 or 3 weeks, Sun, Moon, Rising. I'm picking up a lot of introspection. Not Ashanti singing the voice of God. I'm not always there when you call, but I'm always on time. Oh, Marnie, you about to get the... Oh, that makes me happy we're doing it on Sunday then. So many of you can get the book today. Oh, that makes me happy. You're going to have you a good old time. Get you some snacks and lay in the bed. And if you crochet or something, and just let the... amuse you. Again, I warned you guys, it gets real sexy in the book around the 50% mark. And I'm saying that because there's a young lady who has a Kindle. I guess Kindle tells you how far you are into the book. And when she was reviewing the book, she said at exactly the 50% line, she got real sexy. Okay, warning. All right, thank you, Alicia. 499. Oh my God, thank you, Alicia. Blue, I met someone new online, but I'm scared that she's a catfish. Should I invest in her? We click via text, but handy, met in person. Haven't met in person. I think it might be more of an emotional catfish. Here's the thing. Y'all need to meet in person because of overthinking. I'm not necessarily getting catfish. I'm getting overthinking. I'm thinking that some people in this world, when they meet online, because I've met people online before back in the day, before the block became too hot for me. What happens when you meet people online is either people that you let grow on you, and by the time you meet them, you feel like you already love them, or folks that you have to meet immediately because the things about them that you like are the things that can only be experienced in person. This person is the second group. Demand to meet as quickly as possible. Demand to meet as quickly as possible. They're saying that there's some things that are going to be overthought and that are going to be stretched out and very frustrating. If you don't meet them by the end of the month, call it a day. And the card for Capricorn is green, movement. Isn't that crazy after I just told Alicia to get moving? Ain't that something? That is crazy. Green, movement. And what's so funny is these cards are related. The same green that told you to surrender to silence is now telling you that movement is coming. You see how complementary these are? That is so fascinating. Yeah, your color is green and movement. Capricorn, real G's move in silence, right? We say that at least to one sign once a month. It's your time to move like a real G. But move in silence. Movement and silence. Surrender to silence while still moving. Like a duck, guys. You guys don't realize it, but ducks' feet are always moving crazy underneath the water, even though they look completely still above the water. And oh, this is such a Capricorn card. This might be the most Capricorn card in the petty deck. Luxury. Capricorn, you want some luxury, honey. You want luck. You understand me? Y'all, I tried to Delta gave me a free flight to go see my mom because I had enough points. I was so excited. But the free flight was Comfort Plus. And I was a Comfort Plus girly down. You understand me? Down. But I've been treating myself recently to Delta One. Y'all, is it possible to go back? If you've been busting your ass for years, if you were 22 years into your career, August makes my 22 anniversary of doing this work. If you were 22 years into your career, didn't have no kids and no husband, paid off your bills on time and had enough for Delta One because you work 7 days a week. I work 7 days a week, guys. I've been sick this entire week. I have worked every day while sick. And whenever I pass out, Bridget brings me tea until I get back up, right? So because I work 7 days a week, I kind of feel like can't nobody tell me shit about Delta One. But then I'm like, blue in this economy. So yeah, I might do a half and half. Okay. Because I'm not gonna hold you. Let me not lie to y'all. I already upgraded my flight going there. I couldn't do it. But maybe I'll fly Comfort Plus home, coming home. We'll see. Yeah. I know, guys. When you work 7 days a week, shit that seems like a luxury for everybody else might be the only thing keeping you sane. Can we all admit that there are some things that y'all call luxury that for people who work at a certain level, who can afford it, actually starts to become recovery. Bridget's always telling me, she's like, whenever you do this, it's because you are on empty and the average person would have already passed out and you're still going. And so that luxury is keeping you from passing out too. And she's right. I'm so tired. The fact that I've still worked 7 days this week, nonstop, still doing orders, still doing admin stuff, and still preparing to do a book club on Sunday while sick as a dog. And I'm saying this because, guys, you see the struggle I just showed you? That's Capricorn's energy this entire Mercury retrograde. Y'all like how I did that? I was cosplaying as a Capricorn. Sorry, theater and scene. Thank you. She's an actress. All right, what is Capricorn's petty card? I want to pull another petty card for them. Somebody said upgrade both ways. Y'all, oh, I already did half. Don't do that. Y'all are a bad influence. Y'all are a bad influence. Yes, comfort is needed to sustain the peace in which you're working. Yeah, the pace I'm working. I need somebody to come carry me from my bed to the plane. So, damn, this one that decided to be a content creator. Yay! Congratulations. All right, so the petty card for Capricorn. If we got a petty card, we're getting another one. Did they already get a petty card? I was told to pull us a petty card. Did Capricorn already get a petty card? Or is this the first one, guys? Let me know. That cosplaying as a Capricorn thing scrambled my brain for a second. Did we already have a petty card for Capricorn? Is anybody who could tell me? Let me see. Well, if we already did, we're doing another one. Oh, we got luxury life. Capricorn, you're getting two. Yeah, because you got the luxury life one, and I shuffled again, and there's another one. Luxury through feeding your inner child, though. Oh, no, I'm never beating the allegations. People used to joke, are you Jamaican? People either think I look Nigerian or I work like a Jamaican. Trust me. Capricorn, you're going to have a luxury life, but it's going to be as an inner child. It needs to be something that makes your inner child happy. Like blowing bubbles in VIP. You know what I'm saying? I've done that before, and it's hilarious watching people's faces when we do that. I'm the unserious bitch who was blowing bubbles in VIP. And people were like, bitch, are you okay? Yes, and here's some bubbles. Tony said, oh, wow, let me log off now. Why? All right, what's the cosmic card for, by the way, Capricorns, luxury and inner child. Please do both. Gold digger. Oh, they want your money. Okay, Capricorn, sun, moon, and rising. While you're doing this luxury life shit, be careful who you tell about where you leave your wallet. Gold digger means that for the Capricorns who are responsible and abundant and who are not suffering during this really nasty and precarious time that we find ourselves in financially, economically, socially, morally. So we could say that we're not just financially bankrupt these days, we're morally bankrupt, right? I'm hearing very loudly for Capricorns, be very mindful about who you share your stability with. You might think, Blue, I'm just stable. I'm not rich. Stability right now looks like rich. Oh, Tony just said you don't have to tell me twice. Yes, Tony, you're very responsible. You want to talk about a real Capricorn? Blue, did Taurus get a number this reading? No, the numbers happened organically about halfway through. So Capricorns are told that they need to watch their money. Is there one more message? Let's do a hidden truth card before we pivot to Aquarius. Just being near you is intoxicating, Capricorn. Yeah, somebody's gonna, you know, keep on feeling. It's not just gonna be romantic. It's gonna be also friend-wise. Capricorn, there are people who are gonna be looking at you and seeing that you're doing well or okay or stabilized, and they're just gonna want your energy. You're gonna think that they miss you, but they're just intoxicated by having access to your energy. That's interesting. All right, we're gonna pivot very quickly to Aquarius. Aquarius, what is your... Let's start with the petty card. What's your petty card for this Mercury retrograde? What's the petty message for Aquarius energy? Because Aquarius and petty go so well together. Oop, it just jumped out of my lap. What does it say? Hidden agenda. Secret intentions, manipulation disguised as kindness. Hidden motivations, too helpful to trust. They say, Aquarius, if somebody is being too helpful, be cautious. Ooh. Aquarius, during this retrograde season, somebody might try to be incredibly helpful to get into your business. That's your petty message for the retrograde. Oh, Okay. Eyes on, head on a swivel, eyes on lock. Okay. Let me see. We have a quick question. Hey, Blue, I like this guy, and it's still kind of early, and he's seeming kind of distant and just doesn't want to waste my time. What should I do? Let him come get you. He's talking to other people. He's distracted by other people and other priorities, babe. I'm hearing that loudly. Distracted by other people's and other priorities. So it's not just like dating other people, it's also other priorities. So it's not totally personal. I always feel, why is that song back? I hate when that song pops up. I'm not doing that. I always feel like somebody's watching me song, but it did pop up for the sign. Hello, Blue. I'm a Taurus sun. I missed those sections, and I feel like I'm going through a major transition. Would love to know if I will get my dream internship. You will get an internship. I don't think it's going to be your dream one, though. I also see something around internship aside, something around money management in this quarter. Do you currently have a job? Something around money management. Do you have like a job or allowance, a stipend or something? Because there's something about how however you're budgeting your money, they're telling you to do it better. But I see you getting an internship, but I don't see you seeing it as a dream. I see the work being a little bit overwhelming. All right. Somebody said, Sharita said, I realized that I've been watching Dreamgirls and listening to the soundtrack over and over again. I'm realizing that movie came out in 2006 when I was 11, 19 years ago. My inner child is in full play. Oh, I love that. I'm your dream girl. All right. So we're being told that Aquariuses have to be mindful of a hidden agenda. What do they need to surrender? I'm getting... Oh, these are all saying the same thing. Okay. Surrender your stubbornness. This is interesting, though. No, Aquarius can be stubborn. Let me not take that back. They can't. They're a fixed sign. If you're tensing up or taking a rigid stance about something, gently observe yourself and become more yielding. This will help you communicate more lovingly. You need to surrender your stubbornness. A lot of Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and risings are going to be very stubborn during this Mercury retrograde energy, and it's telling you to be less stubborn. Interesting. Why does my little crease get shiny when I'm in the light? Have y'all noticed that there's some parts of your body that get shiny? What is that, a T-zone? This is another reason why I don't wear makeup on my lives a lot, because then it becomes about readjusting the makeup. So yes, Aquarius, you're going to be stubborn, but here's the thing. Somebody has a hidden agenda, so don't be stubborn, but still be watchful, though. Still be watchful. I also feel something about gossip. Aquarius, be careful who you spill tea with during this time. Let's do a color for Aquarius. Aquarius, be careful who you spill tea with. I don't know why my face is frowning, but I'm getting a loud message that Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising are gonna there's gonna be some gossiping or some chatter or some you're gonna be the topic of somebody's group chat discourse, Aquarius. You're gonna be the part of somebody's group chat discourse. All right, the color and the word for Aquarius is pink and love. Oh my God. Here's the funny thing. It said earlier to surrender stubbornness so that you can have a more loving approach. This is reinforcing it. I'm actually happy we did it out of order. If you surrender your stubbornness, you leave a crack for love to show up. Oh, I love that. And Aquarius like to be prickly, so telling them to admit that they have feelings like the rest of us, that's always fun. Now, what is the tarot message for Aquarius? What's the tarot message for Aquarius? Marty's part of the Blue Crew. Welcome, Marty. Oh, I love that. Oh, I love that. And by the way, guys, too, one of the things I will say that makes me really excited about all 750 something of y'all who've already become members is y'all are so loving to each other. You guys make me proud in the way that you show up for new members. Please keep doing that, because that is a reflection of me. I think a lot of people don't want to say this, but when you start any sort of Patreon or membership or whatever online and you're creating an ecosystem, you're creating your own little Sims virtual reality, the person who starts that space, how the patrons act in that space is a reflection of them, and I have been invited to other people's spaces where they've been like, look, my audience is assholes. Or people be like, yo, my audience be on some bullshit. I love that I never have to say that about y'all. Like, sincerely, I love that y'all don't embarrass me and y'all act like y'all have home training and emotional intelligence. So I just want to thank y'all for that, because whenever I go back and watch the replay, by the way, if we have any people in here who are going to be watching a replay and you want to write something in the comments, because you guys know I love to wait until a random moment in the live to drop our sentence of the day. The phrase that I want in the replay for the chat is, in the comments is, the Blue Crew loves new members. right? The blue crew loves new members because I really do appreciate that you guys are not territorial and you do have like a more of the merrier mindset. The more the merrier, but still quality over quantity. Okay, I'd rather have 1,000 good members than 2,000 bullshit ones. So we still care about quantity and quality here. All right. So the message for Aquarius is Wheel of Fortune. Your tides are turning. So this is going to be a turn of fate for a lot of Aquariuses. Four of Cups, holding on to old things, being restless. The Fool, new beginning. Okay, these are all major cards. Nine of Swords, worrying. Knight of Swords, a message coming quickly, and King of Swords, telling the truth. Aquarius, you're going to be very blunt during this retrograde. I love it, guys. For those who are writing the phrase, "New Blue Crew loves new members," please write it again in the comment section of the replay, so that all the replay folks who don't watch the chat can still see it. But yeah, no, Aquarius, you're going to have to be very, well, you don't have to be. I see Aquarius as being very blunt during this season. So if you are an Aquarius who has a sharp tongue, who worries about being condescending or cutting or biting, watch your mouth a little bit because you're going to be very blunt. You're going to be sharp as hell. The fact that I got all these swords, I got 9, 10, I got 11 swords and 4 cups. And swords are thoughts and cups are feelings. You got way more thoughts than feelings. That's just math, right? If I got 11 swords and only 4 cups, you got more thoughts than feelings. Now you're just saying shit because you can. Not too much. Jesus Christ, Aquarius. And here's the thing, you can't use it, but it's the truth, though. You guys, you've already heard me wax ad nauseum about how weaponizing the truth is not honorable, right? So just because it's the truth doesn't mean you get to beat somebody's ass with it. So, Aquarius, this is going to be a season of you surrendering your stubbornness. Oh, that's why you're talking crazy. You're being stubborn and talking crazy. Yeah, don't be, you're acting like a Taurus who's unevolved. So I need all the Aquariuses to stop acting like they're fixed sign cousins Tauruses, because Taurus, Leo, Aquarius, and Scorpio are the 4 fixed signs. They're the most stubborn signs in the entire zodiac. The fact that Aquarius, one of the most stubborn signs in the zodiac, got the surrender stubbornness, they're saying, put your guard down, like calm down. You can still have discernment without shanking people. Let's do a quick number. I'm hearing a number for Aquarius. I didn't hear a number for everybody. So if your card didn't get a number, I'm sorry. This is a retrograde reading. It's not a democracy, unfortunately. The cards are telling what they want. The number for Aquarius is 35, self-determination. Yeah, you're going to be a little shit this month. You're going to be a brat. Aquarius, it's a little bratty. It's literally your way or the highway. Let's do a hidden message because I feel like Aquarius is going to be the topic. People are going to be gossiping about you. They're going to be running their mouth. What's the body rate song? The song that I'm getting for Aquarius is Let's Give Them Something to Talk About. Something to figure out. Let's give them something to talk about. Talk about love. Yeah, let's give them something to talk about is the Aquarius. Y'all ain't shit. Y'all are trolls. I wish I could share my good news with you. Another sign got this, Aquarius. Yeah, everybody just, let's all shut the fuck up if we get some money over this retrograde. I'm starting to see a pattern. If you, and Aquarius, that's the end of y'all. I'm about to spray and prepare for Pisces because they told me that they don't want your energy on their reading. But if you get any sort of blessing or money or accolades or advancement during this retrograde, I'm feeling very loudly. This is not the time to share, guys. Only share it with your ecosystem. Oh, and my ear started ringing. Yeah. Only share it with your ecosystem, guys. Any blessings that happened, the energy right now, especially during this retrograde, is going to feel very crabs in the barrel. Even people who want to be happy for you might find themselves low-key hating. Yes, Pisces, I know. You want me to spray. I know. Yeah. Somebody said Taurus got that too. Yeah, there's something. Somebody said Pisces is so petty. They are. Pisces said, keep that shit away from me. It was so loud. I had to end it quietly. Like, so your time is up. Pisces would like us to spray the premises now. Thank you for coming. It's like, you know, when you get a spa treatment and they're trying to lovingly put you out the fucking room. Thank you for your time is up. The bell has rung. Get the fuck up. Give us the blanket. Thank you. Yeah. That's how Pisces just approached Aquarius. Pepe said, "Hi, I'm an Aquarius sun, Cap, sun, moon, and Cancer rising. Should I move in with my boyfriend? He's Sag next year, or live in my own first? Live on your own first for about. I'm getting you're only going to last about 6 months though, 6 to 8 months. So you might want to get a roommate situation. But it says live on your own first. Also, I'm in healthcare. I'm wondering if I should stay at the facility. Yep, stay at the facility that you're at for a while. I don't see you moving in with a partner anytime soon. If you've been in this relationship for a while and you have a lease that's up, I see another lease in between you guys actually sincerely having the bandwidth to talk about it seriously. There's something around the relationship and boundary setting that hasn't fully been done yet. I don't know how long you and your partner have been together, but there's some boundaries that need to be set, whether it's around chores or money or time zones or preferences or the way that we want to decorate the house. There's something that still needs to be worked out, so you're not ready to move in yet. And if you do live alone, I see it only being 6 to 8 months. I don't see you making a full year though. It's almost like I could see you staying where you are or getting another living situation that doesn't include your boyfriend for about 3/4 of the year, and then in the fall, like this time next year, moving in. I could very much see you moving in with your partner this time next year if you guys are still together. I'm not saying the if to be petty. I'm just saying it to be, pragmatic. If you and your partner are still together by October of 2026, that move would be the healthiest version of a move. Any move before the fall would be a strain. Okay, I hope that was helpful. All right, let's do Pisces. Pisces wants the colors first, okay? Okay. Somebody said, and Pisces would speak like that. Yeah, thank you so much for coming. Please get your shit and leave. All right, Pisces. What is Pisces' remember Drew Hill song when he would say something like Reese's Pieces? Come on, girl, you know I need it. That song was so weird. Reese's Pieces in a love song. Although Cisco, not too much on Cisco. I think Cisco does not get enough credit for his talent. I know, random. All right, Pisces, what is your color? Damn, I saw this and shuffled it again and it came back. So I tried to help y'all out. Your color is blood red and it's anger. Oh no, the baby's mad. Okay, Pisces, please don't cuss nobody out during this retrograde. And yes, book club is on Sunday. Woohoo! We're gonna make hot toddies and get cozy in our pajamas and have little charcuterie plates and do book club. It's gonna be fun. And anybody who didn't get the book, please click on the Amazon link that I provided because it takes you to Audible or to Amazon, so I can get like 10 cents on affiliates. I don't know, child. I'm new to this. But they told me at the YouTube it's an affiliate link. So please click the affiliate link that's in the post or that's in the caption. But yeah, anger. Pisces, who peed in your Kool-Aid? Pisces. Who peed in your Kool-Aid, Pisces? Why you got red and anger? Everybody was trying to keep it cute for most of the time, and here you come. Somebody hurt your feelings? Yeah, somebody hurt your feelings. Okay. Pisces, somebody hurt your feelings, and now you're angry about it because it's better, sexier, more empowered appearing to say that you're angry rather than just admit that you're hurt. So there's going to be a lot of Pisces who are going to be angry because they don't want to admit that they're hurt. And oop, your petty card is this is a lesson learned. Oop. And for all the Pisces going to be like, Blue, I'm tired of learning lessons. When is the lessons going to stop appearing? Lessons stop appearing when you finally learn them. So if the lesson keeps on appearing, you haven't learned it yet. Wisdom is being gained, completing cycles, growth through experience. I'm wiser now. So Pisces, instead of being angry about what happened, be grateful for the clarity. One of the things we always say in class is clarity is always an improvement. Because even if somebody's like, well, Blue, what if I found out that my husband was cheating? That's clarity. That's not an improvement. Yes, it is, because he was already cheating. But now at least you know who he really is, so you're empowered to make better choices. That's an improvement. You buy him a short set while he got another girlfriend was the worst case scenario. You know him better now is an improvement. Clarity is always an improvement, guys, even when it breaks your heart or makes you wince. All right, what is the cosmic message for Pisces? Somebody said, I'm thinking of introducing my new partner to my child. Should I move forward or hold off? Do it after Thanksgiving, but before Christmas. Yeah, it's time. After Thanksgiving, but before Christmas. I hope that's helpful. I love when the answer comes that clearly because it's not always the case. All right, Pisces, your message is guardian angels watching over you. I love that. And here's the thing that's going to be interesting, Pisces. Pregnancy and liar. Oh, shit. We almost made it out. Okay. Pisces. Some of you, Pisces, might be angry because you are pregnant. What is in the air? What's going on? The last time we started pregnancy in a reading, somebody hit me up and said that they were pregnant. So that's why I'm nervous. Because y'all be hitting me up and confirming these things. So I don't have the luxury of thinking that we just throwing shit out there. I got liar, pregnancy, and guardian angel, which means, can you ignore one or two lessons? Yes, and it will reappear, babe. You ignoring the lesson is why it keeps reappearing. So yes, you can always ignore a lesson. Just be ready for it to come back. So there is at least one Pisces in here who is in a bad mood and angry because they're pregnant and it's hormonal. What the fuck is going on today? Y'all, please don't be having a bunch of Mercury retrograde babies. Okay? Like, what's going on? But liar though, so there's gonna be two groups. There's gonna be one group of Pisces who are angry because they've been lied to or betrayed. There's gonna be another group of Pisces who are assigned female at birth and who had a oopsie. Look, last time y'all told me I was crazy when I said that somebody in here was sleeping with somebody's husband. We pulled all them cards, we laughed for 20 minutes, and then the lady called me. So this time I'm not even gonna pretend that I don't know how this is about to go down. I said, Cardi just had her baby. I know. I think it was a little boy, right? Yeah, not the tarot pregnancy test, y'all. I think the depression around money is making everybody just want to hunch and connect. But who's going to pay for the baby? So I just want everybody to know, if I was to have a baby, it would be a blessing because I can afford it. I'm happy. I'm at a certain age. Whatever eggs I got left, why not? But if you're not in a place where an oopsie baby could be embraced, maybe don't have an oopsie baby and wrap shut up. Just saran wrap it. Just tape it. Just duct tape it. Bubble. All right, Pisces, let's end on a high note because hidden message. No, I feel like a hidden message from a Pisces might still be spicy. All right, let's do a hidden message for a spicy. I'm having an organic baby. Does that count? Absolutely. The pregnancy cards don't be caring who's pregnant. Just know that somebody got something in there. In the words of Denzel, I'm leaving here with something. Okay. Sometimes I stay awake thinking about you. Okay, Pisces, don't let it go to your head. This actually is a message for more than one of y'all. Somebody's jerking off thinking about y'all. That's not how I want to end this reading. I got to pull another card. Pisces, we should. This is what I get for ending on y'all. Yes, we keep on getting pregnancy cards, y'all. Something's weird in the air. Wait a minute, Sharky, did you say, oh, swallow it? Girl, y'all gonna get me. Okay, y'all gonna get me in trouble. Let's pick a divine oracle card for the entire room. Pisces, don't get pregnant if you don't want to. You're very angry because you're hurt, so just admit that you're hurt. And the lesson keeps showing up because you haven't learned it yet. So maybe it's time you learn it and stop avoiding it. That's your message for retrograde. Not y'all being the problem child at the end. All right, the collective message for everybody who's in here. What is the collective message? Number and with phrasing. The collective message for everybody in here. It's you got two cards. It says trust, and then it says closeness and distance. It's saying to trust the closeness and trust the distance. Whatever is close during this retrograde is supposed to be close because it has something to teach you or it's kindred. And whatever is far is supposed to be far because it's supposed to create a yearning or protect you. So trust the closeness and trust the distance is the overall message for this Mercury retrograde for anybody who's watching now or watching the replay. And the numbers are 18 and 25. Guys, do me a favor. In addition to writing the phrase of, the Blue Crew loves new members, people let me know in the comment section, what does 18 and or 25 mean as angel numbers. What is the significance of the number 18? This 18 card is a beautiful woman who's trusting and laying and luxuriating in her garden while her pet snake is wrapped around her shoulders, and they're just sexy. It's kind of like the nine of Pentacles. And then this closeness and distance card is two lovers who make a heart, right? Distance can make the heart grow fonder. Interesting. Well, that concludes, guys, our reading. I'm so happy I did it early because I'm so tired. I will see you guys on Sunday. On Sunday, I will be refreshed, I'll be rested, and I'll be ready to have some really great conversation. And for those of you who only read part of the book, you can still show up. We're going to have a great conversation. I'll do my best to make it as inclusive as possible. Shout out to all the new members. We are on the road to 1,000. If I can get to 1,000 members by Christmas or by at least the end of this year, I might have to do something to celebrate. I haven't figured that out yet. Look at God. All right, guys. I love you so much. I will see you guys on Sunday. Well, I'll see the members on Sunday. Everybody else, I'll see you next week. But for members, I'll see you on Sunday. Love y'all. Bye, family.